Hello, hello. Let's see. What did we do last time? What did we do last time? Oh, right, we played Minecraft, and before that we played Randomizer, and before that, oh wait, I can't hear the game. Wait, why is Discord open? Weird. Uh, there we go. Now I can hear the game. I was wondering why it was so quiet. But yeah. Last time we played Minecraft. Before that we did Randomizer. So I think the last time we played Warptorio was Sunday, which would explain why I don't remember where we left off. It looks like I'm getting low on oil, and I need to upgrade science. I'm glad I started putting objectives in the save file because otherwise I would have no idea what I'm doing. It looks like we can get uranium here. I think we just got to this planet. Actually, we got to this planet 3 minutes ago. Why have we been on this planet so long? I think I probably would. Oh, I remember now. I accidentally teleported as soon as I went to a planet, which was not great. And then I left the planet and got to this one, but because I had left the other one so early, I still had to finish up a task before I can continue on. You doing default settings practice? Here's 5 things I need to do when I pause the run for 1 day. Yeah, memory's hard. It's too much work to remember things, you know? Ooh, I just had an idea. Hold up. Oh, that's a good idea. So I could mine this like 10 times, right? And the issue is that it takes up a lot of inventory space, but I have logistic bots. I can have my logistic bots fill it up whenever I'm on like the top floor. Oh, that's not a bad idea, right? I am assuming I can request to always have one of these at all time, which would be very good. So we just put it there and request 1 to 1. So now bots will always bring it to me and it will auto clear and then it will be stored on the top base. Ooh, that's really good. And I can even have like dedicated chests for them. I'll still have to change that logic when I upgrade, but yeah, for now this is really nice. And then I can do the exact same with the right half. There we go. Yeah, this is nice. Hopefully. I mean, it might not matter at all, but I really don't like mining these often. So being able to do like 5 at once will make it that I'm much better about setting up platforms. Also, should we research anything? I don't know what we have. Have we finished the beacon upgrade? We have not? Maybe we have? I don't know. I also... Is there another factory floor upgrade? So I'm very confused right now because the factory floor does not look like what I expected a fully upgraded factory floor would look like. So I feel like there's an upgrade that does like something useful that I'm just not super aware of. But I don't really know what to do about it because I have no idea what it could be. I just know it's probably like somewhat useful. Let's see, have we finished coal? Oh, we haven't. Oh, you know how we should connect coal? We could totally connect it to one of these lanes. And then it will eventually filter itself back. Yeah, that's a good idea. I did not mean to delete that one. I wanted to delete this one, and then I'll rotate it. And that's the wrong kind of splitter. Okay, so now this stuff, hopefully it doesn't lead back to the bottom, otherwise that could be bad. But basically what we're trying to do here is just move all of this coal up to the top. And it doesn't really matter how fast it goes. I'm not in any sort of rush or anything. But yeah, that'll be a good way to clear the floor without having to think too much about it. Okay, so if we go to the top floor, bots should take stuff from us. We did not set the logistic filter in time, which is unfortunate. Left platform 4. Okay. So let's grab these back again, so that way they filter them out, hopefully. Okay, cool. Yeah, I want them to go in specific chests, just so it's a lot more easy to tell like what I'm full on and all that good stuff. I don't know if I need concrete. Definitely don't need these boilers anymore. What else don't I need? Oil refineries. I have a lot of junk, but I keep telling myself I need most of this, but honestly, I really don't. I could put this on the top floor. That would be a good idea. We also spent all that time mining stuff, so we haven't placed anything yet. Okay, and then... Oh, yeah. Right, so this is the factory floor, right? We have these gaps, and I have no idea what could possibly fill them. As far as I know, nothing fills them. I assumed it would upgrade to a big old square, but, like... What else could I be missing? Warp port? Wait, what is that? What is that? Oh, it costs space science. I guess it's not that important. Is this like a built-in roboport somewhere? Where could that possibly be? I wonder if it's like an upgrade to this thing, because I don't see any reactor, like, or I don't see any hazard concrete anywhere. Yeah, I have no idea what that could be. Warp rails. Yeah, we're not going to get rails yet. Maybe this will eventually be useful. I'm not sure. Let's see. Ooh, pocket dimension's good. That'll help with the buffers. We can at least get the purple science one. Mining productivity, I guess, is decent. Warp reach, inventory space. None of these look like they're upgrading what we want to upgrade. Okay, so the old thing used to be called a bridge. Did this lead to anything? This leads to the gigafloor. What else? Tower or castle or something? Turret. Warp bridge and then turret size. Yeah, I don't really know. I I have to assume that just nothing upgrades that. Like, because I would think I would have seen it by now if there was actually an upgrade that would help me here. Because I don't think I'm that blind. I mean, maybe I am, but I hope that I would have found it by now if it really was something that existed. Okay, that's a lot of pipe to grounds that I don't really need. Okay, we need to go back to... Oh, this. This is a tough call. I think... Let's see, we got speed minus 25, productivity 50%. The extra productivity there is nice. But I don't know if it would have been better to do a speed 3. Because the speed 3 also would have been really good there. Now we need to go place... Oh, wait, is this a dark planet? Oh, this is a dark planet. Why did we leave our... Oh, that's terrifying. Okay. Now I remember. We got to a dark planet and was like, this is not going to be fun to go into next time. So we could get some uranium and... Oh. I guess we're walking. We could get a new car, but... Nah, we're just going to walk. We need to go to... Let's see, we need to like push a base would be good. Now I remember why we needed a tank. Which we have the tech for. We've had for a long time. We've just keep postponing it. We could also go towards power armor 2 would be useful. Wait, warp armor. Whoa. I don't know if it's fireproof, but it has slightly more health, so it probably would have at least lasted a little longer. Which is something. But yeah, I don't think it's like fully fireproof or anything. I just imagine it's better. Okay, I think we learned our lesson that this actually was a terrible idea to push like this because we don't really have repair packs or anything, but we're still gonna do it. It's called Warptorio. It's really just the Warptorio mod. I don't really have much else in it other than a couple like minor quality of life stuff. But yeah, the gist of the mod is that you have a really small base and it teleports. You have a small platform that teleports with you though, which is pretty cool. So you have to have a very compact base, which is not something I am good at designing. Let's see, only drills are destroyed. That's pretty good. I wish I could decon these. That would be nice. But yeah, like right here, you can see a warp platform. So if I mine this, like this is like a little, just a small little platform I can use to remotely mine stuff. And then whenever the planet leaves, whenever we leave the planet, these come with us, which is nice. It makes mining a lot easier because if you build anything by hand, it either has to be cheap or something you can like dismantle and reclaim later because you know you're going to abandon it fairly soon. What else could we get here? I don't know what we're low on. I guess we could take this and warp back. We probably should have brought the teleporter gate with us. I was planning to get oil, but not on this planet. This is a terrible planet to get oil on, because this is like near death world level. Let's see, we're low on coal, but that's partially because we're moving this coal like up through the base. So that will be low for a while. Stone we're good on. Iron we're good. Honestly, we don't need anything. So we could just mine coal. I think we'll just mine nothing and be safe. Because we're not really consuming a lot of resources, and our buffers are full enough that it's just not worth the effort. I'll probably set up something right next to our base, though, since I'm pretty sure there's a close iron patch we can use. It's not the safest thing to do, unfortunately, but it should be just fine. Let's see. That'll give us a little bit of coal and some iron. Yeah, that's decent. Oh, we're stuck. Cool. Of course we're stuck. Perfect. But yeah, having our mines right next to the base means we will have to reclaim it in about 20 minutes or so. And then we want a stabilizer. Oh, wait. Oh, we can turn all of them on at once. Oh, that uses so much energy. But yeah, we recently got nuclear power. Way more nuclear power than we can actually use, which is great. It's definitely good to have too much, but on the other hand, we don't really need that much. But I'm not changing it because it is a very nice to have. And then we need to redo the labs because our labs are we're research speed limited. It doesn't help that the beacon setup isn't great. But we're limited by a lot of stuff. We're almost red science limited. We just have a very large buffer, so it works out. I might start putting, I don't know which is a better idea. You can cancel out speed changes you can cancel out the speed loss of a prod mod with like a single speed 1, like it completely cancels it. So right now, everything I'm building produces 25% slower, but 50% more productive, which is nice for saving resources. But 40% is also still pretty good. And that would I could have like a 20% speed boost. So I'm not really sure what I want to do with those. I think maybe I'll keep these as prods and then do speed mods in the assembling machines. Or like 1 speed and 1 prod. Yeah, we just got an upgrade last time. We're working on another one today, but that's like 1,200 more. Yeah, prod modded red science. I mean, it takes a while to pay for itself, I guess, but we're much more limited by like our availability of number of belts than we are production speed. So I'm just trying to like save resources anywhere I can. Because like we only have access to a single red belt of copper, and that's like never going to increase. It can become a blue belt eventually, but it won't go higher than that. So like things like this, prod mods and like literally everything actually seem to kind of help. I could prod mod the smelting. Well, remember they are also prod modded by 50% though. So that like they already have a 50% production increase. But yeah, if we do run out of space, I could do that, depending on how much room I have for my actual factory. Which we should actually increase. Let's see, we can move green science. Actually, this is a terrible spot for it. Let's see, how are these assembly machines? So it looks like at a steady state, we're only... Wait, why is this one running? But not this one. That was weird. But yeah, we might end up redoing the smelting at some point. But I'm decently happy with the layout. We're producing like everything we really need, which is nice. I did not want all of that stuff. I don't know why I shift clicked when I only needed like 2 stacks. Electric poles, we do not need to carry anymore. They're kind of useless. We can just replace them with mediums and everything. Oh yeah, I forgot about all this stuff. I think we want roboports in the base would be good. Like we can probably build them in every corner because if I'm being honest, I don't see us using rails anytime soon. Still don't quite know how I would even use them because you have to like place them when you get to a planet. Let's see, what is this producing? This is producing prod 2s. Okay, so I think what I want red chips to all be in this corner, which is definitely doable. We can also, ooh, wait, hold up. I know what we can do. We just got an upgrade to this, which means we can pretty easily, wait, can I change where copper routes? Well, considering we don't have steel here anyway, we can probably do, wait, why don't we have steel here? Why wasn't steel outputting anywhere? That's weird. Oh, I see. Okay. That's a very weird route for steel. I have no idea why it goes that way. There probably used to be a reason. Maybe I used to need that roboport, but now I don't. So now I can just do this and make like an actually normal looking design. Yeah, that's the weirdest path for steel I think I could have designed, but sure. It's what we got. Although I do want this to be one tile over. I guess for now I'll just do this. So we need prod 2s? No, we need assembly machine 2s are really useful. They're very, very slow to make, but for like a lot of key things, I mean, they'll let you put more prods, which is great. And then they'll let you, I mean, the main thing is they let you put more prods, but they also work 50% better. They consume more power, like a lot more power. But we have 2 gigawatts to work with, and on average we consume 150. So I think the power will not be a problem. Can we actually upgrade this? That would be really good. Do we have any assembling 2s? Well, I guess we have this one that we just made. Yeah, that'll work. I mean, considering this is making more assembling 2 effectively, we might as well try to speed it up. So that way we can upgrade all of them. Because we can definitely move this over. But my end goal is I want to delete 1 row of these and 1 row of these, so that way I can move everything slightly over. Don't know if I need to, but I do want to try to make use of this space if I can. Wait, what did I just delete? Was that a side swapper? I think that was a side swapper. Yeah, okay. Because I need to get green science onto the other side. Okay, cool. I was not paying attention before I deleted that, which was not the smartest move. Okay, so now we can pick this up, and we can probably just cut these ones and move them over there, so that way we reduce how many clicks it is. Perfect. Actually, we're just going to redo all the inserters and make them pretty. And like a decent pattern. We have enough, what are they called? We have enough stack size upgrades that we can afford to have long inserters here because they have a hand size of 6. They can move 6 items at a time, which is a lot, which means we can probably make do with... Yeah, that means we can probably manage with only 1 fast inserter, right? Like between these, we would have to be able to if it can move 6 items at a time. Yeah, like even when these are upgraded, that should be okay. Okay, then these more speed modules. Let's see what else. Oh, look at that. We can make 7 more yellow assemblers. We might even be able to condense this even more. Although I don't know if we have enough copper to really expand this base much, but we'll try. We'll definitely try. These should be assembling 2s, 100%. And honestly, this might be enough. It could be a red belt. It doesn't have to be. But like if these get speeds and prods, that should be plenty, right? And then I don't know where else this copper goes. I don't think it goes anywhere. Oh yeah, it just goes into wire. So we could We could just end it here. And then we can even put a splitter at the end too for buffering personal use copper. And then this will give us all the copper we need for personal use. It's low priority, which is unfortunate. I wish it was earlier in the chain, but I think we're producing enough copper. And we don't need much personal use copper, that we should be okay. Although we should probably make it a... Actually, we can make it a storage chest with a filter, right? Won't do much unless we like remove a lot of stuff from our inventory, but yeah, that should work. You could also do a passive provider. That way I can like request things if I decide I need it. And then where else should these go? Honestly, these corners work really well for the roboports. Because it's not like, what else am I going to put here? A single furnace? Like that's not a big deal. But a roboport there, not blocking anything, I like it. Although I guess we still need these awkward ones in the middle to connect them, so maybe it's not as useful as I thought. But it will be useful for tearing down the base, because look at that. We have the whole roboport range is covered terribly, admittedly, but it is covered, which is the important thing. See, and we have more speeds. Oh yeah, this is a very nice assembler. It's using up like all of our prods, so we probably completely killed sciences, but it's worth it. I mean, we're only up to 13 yellow assemblers, which is not that many. But it's good enough for now. Okay, is this actually going to be enough? What is this the equivalent to in terms of blue assemblers? So this will produce 1.5. So this is equivalent to 4 blue assemblers? Plus productivity of 60%. So it's actually equivalent to like six blue assemblers, which means there is plenty of wire for the 12 red chip assemblers that we're going to make. Yeah, we're definitely fine here. And then where did these go? Why do we split these so many different ways? Oh, look, cars. Those would have been useful a while ago. I guess we'll just... Ooh, you know what we should do? We can totally request cars. Logistic pods are great. Did anyone know that? Is that why people use them in Warptorio? Because they're actually cool? So useful to know. Wait, what am I... Wait, what? What could possibly be missing speed modules? What is this talking about? A drill, maybe? Oh, I lost it. Wait. Why would there be a drill in here? Maybe it just never had a speed module? I don't know. I don't see why there would be a drill here that was destroyed, so something else must have happened. Oh wait, did we burn it? We need to stop, we really need to stop building our mining on top of forests. We've made that mistake before, where we have destroyed like a third of our mining outpost. Or not a third, but we've destroyed the edges because we built it on a forest. And then the flamethrower set fire to the forest. It wasn't great. Fortunately, it's not really like a cost issue now. It's just an annoyance. So, you know, want to avoid it. Okay, what comes over here? Copper comes over here. Red chips go to the left. We do need to fix the green chip. See, I don't know if we really need these, but I will power them just in case, so we keep getting some steel. Yeah, we're good on steel. This is just personal use steel, so honestly, it does not matter what happens to that. And then we'll just delete these and then send them straight across. So that way we can... I don't know, get rid of these. I have no idea why wire is on this belt. I think it's just because I didn't feel like splitting it off. Yeah, no, this wire doesn't go anywhere. So we can also... Right now we're basically in the I just want to keep what base I already have running mode while I redesign it. Wow, that's all this is for. So that means very, very quick fixes while we redesign everything. Wait. How do I want to connect red chips? Why are wires in such a weird spot? Why are they on the other side? I imagine in the original design it made sense to have them on that far side. It's just less important now. Let's see. If we use belt weaving, can we build it this way? I think we might have to do 4, right? Yeah, 2 belts, because we can do... Oh wait, we need the stuff is going the wrong direction. We could do belt weaving though with 2 belts. So we could do this gap of 2. And that leaves us all this space on the top to pass things by. I don't know what we would put there, but it might be useful. Okay, so belt weaving. We would need... We want red belts going to the left. And then the outputs are obviously incredibly slow, like it's red chips, right? So we need... So the output can be yellow. So let's do the output first, so that way we know what we're doing. Perfect. And then red belt to the left. We definitely don't need a red belt for... I don't think we need a red belt for any of them. But if we have to pick, you know, I might as well go with the red belt just in case I somehow upgrade these later. These are all rotated the wrong way, of course, so that's not going to work. See, did I fix them? I think I did. Let's just cut these so that way... Okay, now that I have the pattern, I'm just going to cut these and replace them. But we need an input, input, output, output, input, input. Oh, wait, these ones are the wrong way. No. No, this first one was the right way. Okay, now I think it's good. So these are the output. This is the input. Can I power this? I think I can power this if I have a power pole here. Then we need an input, and then we need an input. Okay. Yeah, because we have medium poles, we can power these. Perfect. Then I'm not sure what I want to do about prod mods. I guess we could build these first ones with assembler 2s and then put like 4 prod 1s in them. They are a bit slow, but they also have 60% bonus productivity, which is nice. Maybe we'll do... Yeah, honestly, I don't want them to be that slow. Like, that's a pretty significant boost. What about this? That's a 10% speed boost. What's the energy bar in the top left? So this is the power we have for the warp reactor, which is this thing on the top, which you can use it as a nuclear reactor if you want, for some reason. But it seems really inefficient because you can't give it like bonuses very easily. But it lets you can either use a stabilizer, which does something to decrease pollution. I don't know quite how it works. I think it just decreases how much pollution your factory makes, so that way you can stay on the planet longer, as long as you are providing it power. The accelerator makes this tick down, so that way you can leave the planet faster. Like, good if you want to nope out of there. And then we have the radar, which just scans a very significant amount of chunks very fast. So in like 5 minutes of using the radar, I can get like this whole area scanned, which makes getting our first resources on each planet very, very doable. But I'm pretty sure that it has the wrong units. Like, I think this is gigajoules, and I think this is joules, and this is supposed to be watts. I'm pretty sure they just accidentally wrote the wrong letter because, you know, watts per second, it's not really a common unit. Definitely doesn't represent power. It probably represents something, but I think they just put the wrong thing there. Because I was really confused what it meant at first, but it looks like it's supposed to be like an accumulator. Yeah, these are good. I think I can copy these. Well, getting power and energy makes sense, but adding this per second unit that isn't either of those is very is the thing that's confusing, the confusing part of it. But yeah, they're definitely like, they're weird units. Like, it is very understandable because joules is also like a per second thing. So like, if you look at the base units, it's very reasonable mix up. Okay, this should be enough, right? How many is this? This is 16, and each of them is like 50% better than these. So I think we should have, assuming we have the stuff to run it, this should be a pretty significant increase to our red chips, almost double, which we definitely don't have the green chips for. So we'll see how much we actually get out of it, but We can be hopeful, and then we'll just decon these. It's been long enough. This is a very weird route that I have these taking. What was that? I think that's just the sound of something being upgraded, but we now have a better beacon, which means we can get 10% more productivity and a lot less speed. Or we can take this opportunity to put a speed 2 in there, and that would be a speed 3 in here and cancel out the entirety of the productivity speed loss, which is, I think, in this case, is probably what I want to do. Because that's pretty significant. Like, that is, that makes everything under this work better. And, like work a lot faster. Because it will probably be, like, what? It will go from minus 25 to plus 25, so that's almost like a 30% boost. And what's nice about this, and why speed modules are really good in it, you know, the basics of like Factorio productivity module, you can only use them on certain products. Like mostly this page, you can't use them on like ammo or something. So these things only get the effect of the speed modules from this. They don't get the effect of the prod modules. And so what that means is that if I have only speeds in here, everything is affected. But if I have only prods, only the intermediate modules are going to be affected. So having a couple speeds in here is really good, because these will still get the speed boost. So I think this ratio seems like it'll be good. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's worth sacrificing 10% on most of my machines. I don't know why this was deleted, but I guess that's fine. Oh yeah, now those go real fast. But yeah, it's probably looking like prod 2s in most machines would be a good idea. But we don't have those automated yet. But I think prod 2s are fairly reasonable to put in every machine. Prod 3s are really expensive to fill an entire machine with, though. So that's probably not what... We probably won't be using those anytime soon. See, we can put plastic here. This is supposed to be wire and circuits. That's easy enough. And then this is the red chip out, which I think we want side-loaded somewhere, but I'm not sure which side. I think we want it on the far side. Yeah, we definitely want it on the far side. So this should work. I'm not sure how our green chip... I'm not sure how many green chips we have, so who knows if this is enough production. We probably are good on wire, because this is like a bajillion wire assemblers. Like this right here is equivalent to like 10 blue wire assemblers without speeds or prods or anything, which is a lot. These right here, on the other hand, are only equivalent to like 10 green chip assemblers. A red belt might not be enough. I'm not sure. We might need a double red belt. Or like we can send half of them to the left, half of them to the right. Because it's enough to run these for sure, but we also want blue chips to be run off of these same green chips because I don't think we can fit it anywhere else, and that complicates it. We could also expand the mall out a little bit and maybe fit more stuff in here would be useful. Oh, right. These were not running for a long time. No, that should be fine. I think that's enough green chips for what goes through here, right? Yeah, this is literally just giving green chips to... Wait. How was I getting green chips to these? Wait, how... What? Where do these connect? Okay, so I guess change of plans. We'll prio these to the right. Yeah, that'll be fine. Upgrade these because I don't know how much throughput we need. And then we'll just carry these through the middle and then connect them. The reason we have the prio is because I think red chips are what we want most of our stuff to go into. Oh, these don't have outputs. Lol. Well then. That's going to make it hard to tell if we have enough production. Okay, they should all be fixed now. I have no idea how much of a belt this will fill. I can't imagine we have 7.5 per second though at a steady state. It's just we're in this weird situation right now where we just like they had their internal buffers filled. Yeah, we're not getting nearly enough wire anyway. I don't know if it's possible to get enough wire. I thought the red belts would have a lot more throughput to it. We could split. We might split it. Yeah, I guess it is just half a red belt, which means it's less like that's just one yellow belt. And normally I would do 2 yellow belts. So I should probably sideload the rest of it here. I don't know why I did it in such a weird design, but that'll work. Oh. Oh, what did I break? Oh god, what did I break? I clicked on the wrong spot and rotated everything. There we go. I have no idea what these used to be. Okay, this should be a lot better. It's a very weird way to do it. I sideloaded things in very bizarre spots, but I mean, it does the job. We'll redesign it later. Probably. I don't know. We'll say we'll redesign it later. Who knows if we actually will. And then, should we speed these? I feel like we should speed this assembler up. Like, it's an important assembler right now. It won't be, but for now, it's super useful. Because this is this is basically the only assembly machine making us this thing is like hard carrying our assembly machine Mark II with 3 yellow assembler. My yellow assembler production. Which we could possibly automate somehow. I could probably find a way to wrap this around. Oof, we do not have enough copper for this. Why? Oh. Oh, we don't have the throughput, do we? We might have the throughput. I can't tell. I think we need a side load somewhere in here. I don't see how to do that without cutting the assembler. Oh, here we go. I think this will work. Maybe we should have done it more at like the halfway mark though, which would be here. I guess that is kind of I mean, the halfway mark is here, but we can't really do anything there. So yeah, we might as well do it in this spot. So if we replace these with medium electric poles, we might be able to get this to work. Yeah, okay, so we need a fast splitter, and then we just prio to the left, and that should work. So that should help a lot with the side balancing. So now we can output more from these. So if we upgrade these to speed 2s eventually, they'll actually get me more copper. Or they are speed 2s. If we upgrade them to speed 3s. Because we only needed like a little bit more copper to make it all the way through. So we should be good now. And then what are these limited by? Still limited by wire, huh? I mean, I guess these are very, very fast. Like this is 30, like 40 blue assemblers right here. Yeah, but I guess we'll see. We'll see what the steady state is. I don't even know how limited by blue chips we are. We are limited on red chips though, so we need to upgrade these, which will not help with our copper. We really need to get speed 2s in here, I think. Is what it's looking like. We could do prods. Or sorry, I really want prod 2s in there. I just don't have any. But it's looking like that's probably what we need. Definitely going to settle for prod 1s though, because actually are prod 1s that useful? 4 prod 1s is, I mean, it's like 16%. That's decent. I mean, it really depends what my bottleneck is. We also, like I said, we need to split it so that way we can get more throughput if we want to be able to power red chips and non-red chips at the same time. So we can send these through here, maybe? Ooh, we could sideload here. That would be a good idea. And then we'll have a splitter. So this we want input prio from the right. Yeah, okay. So this will fill in if it can, otherwise the rest of them are gonna go to the right, I think is how this will work. Why would I not be? It's not like we haven't really played much of it the past couple weeks. Do we need to sideload this? Does it matter what side the chips are on? I don't think I actually need wire here. I think I just need the green chips from it, which means I can just sideload it wherever. Okay, this should have enough. You just figured I would get bored since it's such a small factory? Well, that's what makes it fun, though. Like, if it was just a large factory, it wouldn't feel any different. The fact that it's small makes it feel a lot more unique. See, for me, it's the opposite. I cannot, like, stay interested in, like, any mod. But I think the small part of it is what makes it, like, much more tolerable. Or much more manageable for me. The other ones tend to get overwhelming very fast. Or just boring because there's too much going on. See, we could get mining speed, I guess. Mining speed is good. Okay, well, we have a lot more green chips, and we have a lot of blue chips, or red chips. So this is pretty functional. And it looks like we can actually power all this stuff. I'm not sure if we're going on buffers, but I mean, these are all running, which is a good sign. All the prods actually probably did help. I don't like how they're all in different spots. We might have to decon them and replace them just so they look nice. Because none of the assembling machines here match. But the sideload here definitely helped. Because now these top three can actually output. Which means we probably got like not quite a 30%, but we got an increase in our production speed for sure. And then I don't really like how I have these green chips. I don't really see a great way to fix it though. I mean, the whole point I have this loop is because I wanted green chips and gears to both go to the left, but I don't think it actually made it any cleaner. So it didn't end up having the goal I expected. But I didn't want to have to balance like green chips going towards the mall and green chips going towards production because the mall works in bursts, right? So if you prioritize the mall in any way, once the mall is filled up, which it fills up really fast, it's just not going to run again, or consume anything, and all of those green chips, like production, goes nowhere. So instead you have to do weird loops. They don't have to look quite like this. I probably could have made a better loop, and maybe that'll be one of our projects for the day. Let's see, we have some space in here, but I think there's basically nothing we could put here. We could maybe do gear. Ooh, wait, we could do gear production here. Hold up. The only thing we can make here is things that use iron and only need one belt. Or two. We could do things that need iron or need iron and one other thing. So like this is actually good gear production. And then that frees up this section, which I don't know if that does anything, but it does free up that section, which is cool, I guess. We'll see if it's useful. Iron and steel. Yeah, I could make steel and just put it on the belt, but what do I do with the steel? Yeah, I could just turn it into a steel belt. Throughput wise, that is really good. Yeah, we'll do steel. I'll probably need it soon enough because we are going to be increasing LDS. I copied weird assemblers there. That works though. Also, we have I keep forgetting we have access to like robots. We really should use them. Yeah, that'll let me actually put something in the corner, so we definitely should do that. I don't need this stuff. Okay, wait, what does this planet have? I didn't check. A normal planet. Oh, thank goodness, we have a normal planet. I never thought I would be so thankful for normal planet. Ooh, yeah, I mean, this is very manual, but that's nice. I really like that. Oh, you meant you could use the steel nearby. Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely misread that. But now I can put something more useful here, which is good. Because what could I do with iron and steel? I mean, I guess I could somehow cram engines in there. But engine production is already down here. Let's see, what do we need? I didn't check our buffers. You know, there would be a way. I don't know how to do it because I don't understand circuit logic in this game at all. But there would be a way. I think you can send combinators or sorry, it's not that I don't understand circuit combinators. I mean, I don't understand them that well, but I kind of understand them. I don't understand the warp combinators that like you can use to send logic through the chests. I haven't experimented with them at all, but I think you can read stuff on different levels. So I could probably have something telling me how full my buffers are, which would be actually be pretty cool. Like if at the top I had some logic telling me how much iron and stuff I had, so that way when I'm up here I could decide what I need to fill. That would be a fun little goal. The first time I ever figure out how to build any of that stuff. Honestly, Warptorio in general, like this is motivating me to learn how to build a lot of things I've never built before. Like nuclear power. I never would have built it without Warptorio. It's cool. And really easy. So now like I can actually use Factorio or use nuclear power in mods because you need so much fewer centrifuges than I thought you needed. Like what, one if you don't have Covarex, it's like something like one or two centrifuges, one but a little over one centrifuge per reactor, which means you can get into nuclear power for like your entire base with like 4 centrifuges, which is like what, 5 uranium per like minute. It's really low. Maybe not that low, but it's pretty low. Like a yellow belt of uranium can power a moderate sized starter base. It's definitely not the overwhelming requirement I thought it was. Ooh, I don't want to waste yellow science on that. I guess this is good. Anything that requires blue science, I might as well get. 3 or 4 miners per centrifuge. Yeah, that's very reasonable. So that's like what, one yellow belt gets you 10 nuclear reactors, which without Covarex. Quarter of a yellow belt? Quarter of a half a yellow belt, yeah. Okay, so we can put blue chip production here. Could be good. Oh wait, we could do. Oh, hold on. I haven't. If we could have made this one tile more compact, we could have done blue chips up here with like direct insertion. But we don't have that tile, so it's unfortunately just a pipe dream. We could do sushi belts. That is always an option. It's not a good option, but we could. We can keep it in mind for the future. We really shouldn't, though. Okay, you know what I really want? I want a power floor. Like the boiler has like something that powers the entire room. That would be super nice for the factory floor. But I don't think we have that. Station. Yeah, it's only for the boiler floor. It would probably be a little bit broken, but it would be really nice to have. Let's see, circuit connect works. That's for harvester platforms. Yeah, don't really know how those work, so let's just ignore those. I want to get this, which will let me pass more liquids through, so that way I can redesign my base a little bit. Do we need stack inserter size? Yeah, we might as well get it. But the reason we haven't got this is because this will break like 2/3 of our floors, and I have not wanted to fix it yet. And because that's a lot of work. Okay, we could get uranium. Let's see. Iron is good. Stone is good. I think we're just going to mine whatever is here. Also, what side is this? This is... Oh, wait, this doesn't tell me. But it looks like it's left side, which means right side. We can just place wherever. I mean, this is getting most of the resources we need. If we just stay here, we can fill up all the buffers, probably. I mean, not everything is moving full speed, but it's moving enough. And then once this research is oil, we can start refilling our... Oh, wait, we found oil. Well, I guess we can go get oil real quick. And I think we have everything to defend it. We could use a bit more ammo. Okay, we're good. And then I wanted to put gates and walls in this chest, so that way if we can repair stuff. Oh, wait, we have laser turrets. Oh, that'll make defending oil so much better. And we should have a car, right? Did we not request a car? I could have sworn we put cars on our logistics request. We should probably do 2 cars. Yeah, 2 cars. We don't need all the steel. We don't need the batteries, the plastic, the sticks. There's a lot of stuff we can get rid of. And then I think I want to upgrade every single power pole into medium electric poles, so that way I stop picking up small electric poles. Because I would like to never have to worry about those again. I mean, we have so many of them, it's just... having one extra thing in your inventory is just not worth it. We don't have any fuel. Fortunately, it's really easy to get. And we keep it stacked low, so that way we don't accidentally grab a ton. Oh, we don't have ammo. That's fine. Oh, we could start researching uranium ammo. But we need a little bit more yellow science production, which is the goal for the day. So hopefully we actually get to it instead of like going on an infinite amount of side quests to fix small things. But the goal of everything we built so far today has been yellow science. So hopefully we at least partially get to it. Even if it's only like double the yellow science production, I would be content. Okay, and then nicely powered, very good, very clean. We didn't bring any speed modules, but we don't need that many, so I think that's okay that we don't have any speeds. And then we can have some flamethrower turrets, because why not? Although I feel like they do more harm than good these days, because I always burn myself. But you know, they're easy to set up. Might as well. We can recover them super fast. We just need to be careful not to leave the planet before we recover them, which we haven't done yet, but we've been very close to doing multiple times. And then gun turrets, just in case we somehow get a small biter wave that isn't destroyed by flamethrower turrets, which I imagine is unlikely. But look at this, a very nicely defended base. Yeah, that's good. I don't think I connected the 2 halves. No, I didn't. Okay, cool. That should be enough. Hopefully we can replenish 12,000 oil before we leave the place. I think we'll be able to. Because we're not consuming a ton. It's more just we hadn't produced it in a while, so we started to burn through our buffer. Speaking of buffers, let's see. Stone is good. Iron is holding up, actually. Copper is... I think we're producing more than we're consuming of every resource. Not a ton. Well, not uranium, but we do have surplus. Oh my gosh. I think we're good on nuclear fuel. This is, did not realize we had that. Didn't realize we had 16,000. What is that anyway? 16,000 or 1,600 times 200 divided by 12. Divided by 3,600. That's 7 hours of fuel. Plus another 7 hours of fuel in this. Yeah, we're good. We'll be good. We can do like 5 streams without mining uranium. And that's not counting however much more uranium will become nuclear fuel anyway. I would like to eventually switch the centrifuges over to prod 3s though, because I feel like that's what they're currently limited by. Or not, they're not really limited by it, but it would be nice to have prod 3s. Because that would reduce, I think if I replace everything with a prod 3, that reduces how often I have to mine uranium by 10%, which is pretty big. Like that means every 10 warps, I can do 1 warp less before I need more mining, which I think is pretty solid. No idea what this belt was, but I guess they'll eventually clear it if I decon them. I do not want them to bring it to me, though. Please stop. There we go. What don't I need? I don't need to carry rails with me. Maybe I can drop them in purple science. Do 10 warps, get 1 free. Exactly. It's a great deal. Deal of the century. I mean, maybe not quite as good of a deal as this, like, buy 3, get 2 free thing. Or no, buy... What do I have here? Productivity 50%. Oh, that's like buy 2, get 1 free. That's actually a solid deal. See, these are very backed up. What can we do with all these red chips? Store them? I guess for now, until we finish the blue chip production. Which we probably can start. Let's not convert all of our speeds this time, though. Let's keep 40. Oh yeah, we have so many. We should just upgrade all of these. There we go. Okay, and then look at those speed 2s. Those are good. Yeah, we need to do blue chip production here. I mean, either way, it's going to use an extra tile, right? Because of the sulfuric. Is there any way to belt weave these? I don't think so. Not without a gap. So I can either use a horizontal gap or a vertical gap. So yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter how I build it. Either way, it's going to have an extra tile that you can't get rid of. I'm not sure. One of them is better than the other, but it's not like completely better, right? It's one of those things where it's better in some situations, sort of thing, where it depends what else you're trying to fit there. It's like there might be a situation where I want more space this way than I want this way. So that would decide which one's better. So we can always redesign it. But for now, let's just go with the simple 1 long pipe, because that's just easy to do. Is this good enough? I feel like that's probably enough output. Or enough throughput here. So we need to turn these to be here. We also need to put red chips on the same belt. We could do red chips on a different belt. Or you could do... Oh, we could do belt weaving and save a tile. That would be a good idea. Yeah, we should do belt weaving anytime we have the chance. Although I don't know if our throughput is good enough for this, so maybe this won't work out. But the belt weaving I'm doing here only works if 1 red belt is enough to power all this, which might not be. So do these grow? I still don't know if these go anywhere. We can deconstruct those. Like, do I use these green chips somewhere? Apparently. Oh, these green chips loop all the way over to the to the RoboFrame assembler? Okay, sure. That's fine. I didn't realize how far this belt traveled. I mean, I guess that's fine. I just very surprised that we just looped around so much of the base. Ooh, wait, hold up. We haven't gone refined flammables. Oh, we're just missing one. Still, might as well get it. Ooh, weapon shooting speed, physical projectile damage. I guess we just kind of stopped researching once we got to blue science. Because we used to be very heavily limited by red chips. Obviously, we're good now, so we can actually like upgrade a lot of the stuff we used to use. which is very, very nice. We're moving up in the world. Can we move this over one tile? I think we have to. Because I don't know where these need to go. Probably down. But they definitely need to go somewhere. And then probably we can just split this off. And then side lid there. That should have enough belt throughput for this. I'm actually not sure. Are we saturating the belt or are these just backed up? It's hard to tell. Just in case, we'll do this. It's hard to go wrong with this. Okay. They don't have sulfur yet, but that's an easy thing to hook up. Okay, so we have more blue chips. Don't know what to do with them, but we do have more blue chips. And then we probably want these to have prod modules. We definitely will want them to get prod 2s, maybe even prod 3s, but this will work for now. Let's see, why are we still scanning? We should manage pollution. Still not quite sure how it works. I mean, it reduces pollution, but I'm not sure, like, how it reduces pollution. I just know we somehow get less. But these are faster than I expected, which means we probably cannot power all of these. So we can save some pace, turn it into 7, and probably still power as many. But maybe once we get prod 2s and prod 3s, the ratio will change. Okay, so that means we can delete these. We can delete this acid. Do we need a blue science buffer chest? I think we only need a buffer chest for personal use, because if we ever need to craft something with blue chips, we want to have them separate. Yeah, that should be fine. And then I guess can we just take from this belt? Kind of, for now. This will work as a way of automating blue science, or yellow science right now. I will probably just build yellow science right here, though. Either yellow science or speed modules. I'm not really sure. Because we definitely need more speed mods and prods. For now, the only thing we need consistently are prods and speeds, though. Like the level 1. But I also want level 2s, level 3s automated. But they don't need to be, like, large. At least in the end. I want them to start large, so that way I can burst out a lot of stuff and finish my base, but we don't really have enough space to make something larger than it needs to be when there's no chance it will ever get used, so it's hard to say. But so far, these look like they're holding up pretty well. We got a lot more speed modules, so we can go make more assembling machines. That's the wrong chest. Perfect. Oh yeah, we're good on look at this. 80 assembler 3s. That's very nice. And then let's follow whatever weird belt loops we have here. Okay, let's just move yellow science. I think it will be here. I'm not sure what the ratio is for blue chips, but I imagine 1-to-1 is probably close enough, right? Let's see, do we have any prod 2s? We do not. Okay, so I guess we'll stick with prod 1s and upgrade them. I mean, if we don't do prods, we still have a 50% boost, right? So it's not like we're missing out. So doing all prod 1s bumps it from 50 to 66. Still very good. But let's see, what is the ratio? This takes 21 seconds. This takes 10. Okay, so yeah, it is 1-to-1. So we can just have these directly taking from these, and it'll probably get enough. And I actually want to change this belt weaving. So instead we're going to do this pattern, which means we can't fit anything else in there in the future, but this will let us put yellow science on this belt, which I think is a good idea. Oh wait, never mind, it doesn't matter. I wanted to have robot frames and stuff here, but obviously that's not going to work because we already have those belts full, so it doesn't really matter. We'll still leave this like that and have these output directly. But because of belt weaving, we can just have the output here, and it won't make the design any larger. So yeah, we can just output this way, and then we can keep the blue chips going to the right, which probably makes more sense. We unfortunately cannot use Smart Belt to swap these all, which is a bit sad. Actually, you know what? Because we don't have Smart Belt, I'm just going to rebuild them all. I think that's going to be faster. Hello, RG. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for the follow. These are rotated the wrong way, aren't they? Oh, no, it's just hard to tell. Oh my god, that's confusing. I've never copied belts. I've never copied belt woven belts like this before. This is a very hard to visualize. Okay, there we go. Yellow science. How much do we need? This is a lot. This is a pretty decent amount of yellow science assemblers. I mean, it's not a ton, but I think this right here is like 100 per minute. 100 science per minute. Because they're boosted so heavily. It's like, it doesn't look like a lot, but I think it's plenty. For the rate that we're researching, at least. Let's see, are they missing things? Have we upgraded them all yet? We have upgraded them all to red, right? Yeah, okay. Wasn't sure if we got all the passive providers we needed. Okay, I'm liking that. Oh, it's not what I meant to do, but it kind of does the job. Wait, did I see something? Oh, so I accidentally grabbed the sulfuric acid, and it looked to me like I was low on power, and I was very confused. Because we have 2 gigawatts to power our, like, it's probably like a 300 megawatt base at this point. With all the production modules we just added. But we shouldn't be low on power at all. 200 megawatts. Yeah, we're good. Oh, it's only 1.6 gigawatts. Is it because these aren't running fully, or? Oh, these are 2x2, so these are only 480 total. Okay, that makes more sense. Still more than enough power, though. We can make our base 8 times larger. And we don't have 8 times more space, so we'll be okay. Let's see, these are backed up, so we're not mixed mining that much anymore, but seems like it'll be okay. What else? What else? Uranium seems good. Yeah, we don't need to mine it for a few planets. I keep wanting to fill the buffer, but we don't need to fill when the buffer fills. We don't need to mine when the buffer fills. We need to mine when our fuel buffer depletes, not when the uranium buffer depletes, which is 2 very different numbers. So one of them, has 20 hours of production. The other one has like 30 minutes. Which, much smaller. Just a tad. Okay, why are we not producing these? Oh, we are producing them. We just have a single LDS assembler. Okay, well, we can speed up LDS pretty easily. I think we should probably keep the robo frames over here, though. Definitely give it some speed 2s. Okay, now it runs like 3 times faster. Assuming it gets enough batteries, which it should. Don't know if we have the engine production for this. No, we don't. Oh, this doesn't get green chips anymore. Okay, maybe we should actually put engines over here like a normal person, rather than having them go halfway across the base when the only thing it powers are these. That seems doable. Yeah, we have the loop going to the left, we have engines going to the left, but the only thing they're going to are these. I guess we could use them for exoskeletons if we really wanted to, but it's not like we run that much. I mean, occasionally we set up outposts, but it's pretty low priority. Okay. Good. These are very heavily backed up. That's fine. I really want yellow science to work, but it's not, and I'm not actually sure why. I don't know why LDS is so bad. I also was hoping this would be easier to route, but it does not look like it. Oh, which side of the belt do you go on? That is the wrong side of the belt. Okay. Well, for now, I'll just hook it up like this, so that way we keep getting yellow science. Although, as long as it's buffered, it doesn't really matter where it goes. See, we don't need gear. We don't need wire. We don't need plastic. There's a lot of junk we don't need to keep on us. Wood, we can finally get rid of that and never have to mine it again, which will be great. Our input and output. Oh, is that why? Yes, thank you. Although that's not why LDS is slow. I think LDS is just slow. But yeah, that definitely fixes one of the problems. Thank you. Okay, now we need to fix LDS. Where are we making steel? We're making steel in like a billion places. We could do a small... What's the ratio of LDS to yellow science? 3... Oh. Oh. There's no way we'll ever be able to power this many yellow science assemblers. It's a 3-to-1 ratio of LDS to yellow science. No, worse than that, right? Because these are slower. No, they're both about 20 seconds. Yeah. Okay, 3-to-1. That complicates things. Let's just assume this will never run. You do get 3 yellow science out, yeah. But that doesn't affect the fact, that doesn't change the fact that I would need 18 LDS to power these. Well, actually it's less because of the prods, right? So because of the prods, it's actually like it's almost a 2-to-1. Yeah, no, it's a 2-to-1 with the prod modules. Under a 2-to-1. No. And if I do speeds in these, I could make do with 5. If I put a speed mod in these, I could do 5 LDS and get enough. Don't know where I would get the copper for it, but I could speed LDS. We could even build it here. We'll build... the ratio will be... Okay, maybe this isn't a great way to do math, but it will be however many LDS assemblers I can fit in this corner. That seems like a good goal, right? A good, extremely arbitrary goal. Wait, can I... I would have to put plastic on this belt, but that's doable. Yeah, like that. That would work. I would just have to make sure I don't mess up the input. But I could put plastic on the red chips belts, and then steel and copper on a different belt. Should be enough copper. No, we don't need this chest anymore. Okay, this will work. See, how's our yellow science? We're decent. Actually, what are we limited by? Are we still lab speed limited? Okay, we need to fix labs too, apparently. For so long, we are limited by production of everything. But then we swapped over to 4 labs. So that's probably why we're no longer... But we swapped over to 4 labs that are super beefed up. So I think we're also just doing longer techs now and going through buffers. That doesn't quite work, but... Wait, do these have the throughput? They might have enough throughput because of how heavily inserters are buffed. This might be okay. We do need to move this up and like snake it through. We'll get a cleaner route later, but for now this will work. Wait, this goes here? Does that reach? Oh, it does reach. Oh, that makes things a lot simpler. Perfect. Okay, so we got our outputs, we got input and input. And we can power these pretty easily too. Nice. Okay, I like this, I think. What is this equivalent to? Okay, this is 150%. So this is equivalent to 5 assemblers with prods. So this is like having 15 LDS assemblers. Okay, and then these have basically base crafting. So I think we're a little low on LDS because we don't have all the speeds, but I think this ratio is perfect, assuming we can get the, you know, enough copper and plastic, which there's a very good chance we do not have that production.
Beef taco, beef taco.
And then this side loads. Ah, that's the wrong belt. That's the wrong belt. Ah, I want it on the red belt, I think. Wait. Oh gosh, I'm belt weaving different colors. I think I messed things up. Hello, Jammer. Welcome, welcome. We are currently confused because I don't know which belt goes where. Okay, so red. Yellow. Okay, so plastic's supposed to go on this one, the red. There we go. Makes way more sense. Yeah, because that's the one. It's the wrong side, though. We're less confused, but still confused. Wait, does it matter what side this goes on? It does, yes. So this is supposed to be a side swapper that doesn't care which side of the belt it starts on. Yeah, it works. It's weird, but it works. We do... we were sending things on the wrong belt for a long time, so that's not great. Hopefully we didn't back up science. Let's just, for now, filter out the yellow, so that way if something does make it through, it'll be stopped, but who knows if there's some mystery plastic hidden here. Maybe one day we'll know. This is a lot of RoboFrames. Do we have them buffered anywhere? Yes. Okay, perfect. I actually want more robots. So I'm gonna move all these RoboFrames to make more because we only have 44 construction bots and we're actually like using them on this floor now. So we need green chips because we don't have any here, and then I thought we had more frames. There they are. I'm just blind. Okay, so 200 bots should be more than enough considering how little we build stuff. It's just currently I want to be able to burst out stuff a little faster. Okay, so we can also get steel and we can get copper here somehow. There's no way we can get enough copper here to power 3 LDS assemblers. I don't know if this throughput is enough. I thought it would be, but with how belts work, it might not be. It might not be. Like, in theory, these long inserters moving 6 items at a time should be enough, but I'm not sure if belt timings will work out that way. So it might not. It might not be fine. I guess we'll find out. We definitely need to change how this side loads, though, if we want this to work. So I think what we'll have to do is... Well, we don't need this copper here, so that will help. Instead, side load these at the end. So that way we can get a full half belt. A full half belt. Yeah, that's a sentence. Okay, I don't think we need copper, so if we clear all the belts we're not using, that should help a lot. Because we've had this belt for a long time and we've never deleted it. But once you get rid of it, that should clear up a lot of the messy visuals that confuse us. Okay. There's no way this is enough copper. Like 0% chance this is enough copper. We'll need to figure out how to get copper from here and here to here. I think we can cut through here. I think if we cut through here, there might be enough. You just started Warptorio for the first time. Any tips? Hand feeding seems like it's really good. I'm very stubborn and never wanted to do it. But if you're willing to like put things in chests and move them around until your base gets pretty large, it seems very useful. So don't be stubborn like me. Or you could do it. I mean, it worked fine. It just early production was very, very slow because I would not hand feed anything. Also, tear things down and just cut all production if you're going to redesign it. There's a mistake I've made multiple times of trying very, very hard. Wait, can I move this up a tile? Would that work? Hold up. I have to check something. No. I was hoping if I move this up a tile, I could save this belt. But yeah, early on, I would try to like build around something I already had and not delete it, so I could like keep my base running for as long as possible. But that just made it take like 10 times longer to build everything, so it was not ever worth it. And Bob's inserters, for more spaghetti. How do Bob's inserters add more spaghetti? Shouldn't it remove the spaghetti because you can sideload stuff easily? Yeah, I'm actually, you know what? I'm not the biggest fan of Bob's inserters. I think the idea of it is fun, but it makes every inserter more tedious to use, and it's just not worth it. But it is very, very powerful, like for making your base clean. So I see why it's so popular. Okay, so we need to get copper from here to here. If we delete these, it gets a whole lot easier. So, oh wait, hold up. I see what we can do. We can combine these earlier, right? So I think that simplifies it a lot. Everything's on the wrong side, which is unfortunate. So this might back the entire base up. Oh, and then red chips need to still go down there. But I think this will eventually work out. Yeah, I had to hand... I'm not sure if I fed them the right things. These might not clear themselves. I don't think they will. We just need to stand here pressing F for a while. Okay, this should work. I think we cleared enough. Okay, that should help a lot with throughput. I don't know if we have enough fast inserters to make this work, though. Or I'm not sure if this belt throughput is enough, but we'll see. It makes the base a lot cleaner, though, which is nice. Okay, I like this. We have plenty of speeds now. We're still going to keep producing them, though, so maybe we'll put them here. Don't know if we need to worry about beaconing them, but I think I will. Just to start, while we replenish our stock, because we still need a lot of speed ones. And prod ones. Especially if we want RCUs ever, but honestly, I don't think we'll ever. We'll eventually get it, but it's not super high prio. So we've been postponing it for a while. How are these coming along? Ooh, we have 100. Oh, we are good. Because how many assembly machines do we have? 106. We have enough to upgrade every single assembly machine we have. And then some. These are very slow. Okay. What is this? This is Blue Science Research. Blue Science is so cheap these days. We could increase the amount of labs and remove productivity modules. That's not a terrible idea. We might actually get around to doing that. See, this is LDS. We can delete this, but we might as well keep it up for now. Copper. Ooh, yeah, we don't have nearly enough copper production. So if we want LDS to work, we have to get it from the bottom, which is tricky because I have no idea how to do that. Okay, this is actually not trivial. Huh. Oh, wait, hold up. We have this space here we can belt weave through. Okay, that makes this a lot easier. So we need to rotate these. So basically we have copper that needs to go towards here, but it also needs to go here. So what we can do instead, well, first we have to move these around, replace them with better power poles, and then we side swap so that way we can do a full belt because these will not hold up. Add a prio, although it would work fine without the prio. And now we can split this at the end. Some of this can go towards the mini mall here, but most of it will still go towards what are these? Piercing rounds or something? Yeah, piercing rounds. To make this work, we do need to delete these. At least one of these ammo assemblers, but that's okay because they're ultra speed modded now, so it should work out. And then we somehow need to like spaghetti these up, which I think we can do. Oh yeah, we can definitely do that. It's actually not even that much spaghetti. Perfect. Okay, so now we have iron going both ways. These are a bit slow, so to make up for the one that we lost, let's just upgrade them. Perfect. And now I can loop these back, which these should be red belts. And then I don't think these are side-loaded at all, so I think we can send the full belt of copper through, which is very good. Can finally delete this thing, which was just to sort out a mistake. I tried to use Smart Belt one time and rotated all these belts by using Smart Belt, but because it was belt woven, it replaced all of the belts with red belts. So that was bad. It backed up all of the furnaces because we had copper on the wrong belt. We did eventually fix it, but it was not a smart idea. Darn. I'm not sure. Ooh, hold up. This needs to be yellow. This one needs to be red because we need the full copper throughput, I think, to make this work. Okay, that should be fine. Because we have almost a full belt of full red belt of copper going through here. We need to make sure we keep it if we want to be able to power LDS, which is super red belt or super copper hungry. Oh wait, no, we have to sideload it, which means it doesn't matter. It means we'll only ever have a red belt. Although we could split it. If we run into throughput problems, we could split it, which isn't a terrible idea because we can sideload it here. Actually, we should sideload it earlier because this probably won't work full time because of weird belt timings. Yeah, it'll probably work well enough. Okay, so that should work. If we don't have enough copper, that's fine. We'll just cut some of the yellow assemblers, but I think this is enough. And then we need to get steel here, which is tricky. But I think we have enough here that we can make it work. Okay, actually it wasn't too bad. Apparently it was just dragging in the straight line, which is always nice. I think steel's on the wrong side, though, to directly connect it. So we have two options. We could sideload it. And actually, that's really easy. This is a really easy sideload. We'll do that. So that will side swap it, so that way we can just go under. That way we can... Oh, what's this supposed to be? I don't think we have this belt anymore, so we can delete it. But yeah, now we don't have to side swap. Makes it a lot easier to connect the steel. Now we can see how the LDS holds up. I think it will be terribly, if I had to guess. I also think these need to be speeds to keep up. Yeah, let's see if we have enough copper. It honestly might be fine. We could probably calculate it, right? So these have a crafting speed of roughly 3 between the two of them, which means they take 6 seconds to do. So we use 20 copper every 2 seconds. Half a red belt is enough. Okay. I think half a red belt is enough. 20 over 2 seconds. That's because a red belt is 15 per half. Oh wait, this doesn't have an output. Whoops. Yeah, that should be fine. Although because of timings, this isn't going to work amazingly, but it works almost full time. Okay, that should be good. Now we have to fix our RoboFrame problem, which is not doing too hot. Also, I want more labs. I think what I'll do is I'll extend these and have like a chain at the end, I guess, that isn't prod moduled as well. We can still do prod ones though. Yeah, we can still do that. And then we'll just have a chain here just so we can get a little bit more science production, I think will work. I don't know if we can make it any larger. I think this will struggle to work, especially without stack inserters. But this will let us research a little bit faster. And we only have a loss of like 20% productivity, which is not terrible. Like we went from 70% to like 56. That's still solid. I don't think there's any techs I really need. See, these are decent. This one's really good. This unlocks a lot of stuff. We should start working towards mining productivity. I mean, we could also start working towards rocket parts. It would be nice to eventually launch a rocket. Oh, look, yeah. Let's get RC research. Maybe we'll try to figure out how to do RCUs whatever mess we have of a base. LDS seems fine. Does not look like we can power all 4. But I don't think it's a resource production issue. I think it's a assembling machine issue. And that's just because we don't have a ton of speed 2s yet. So that should be okay. I don't think this belt does anything. I think this belt used to be red chips. Yeah, this used to be red chips and prod modules. Cool. This is a weird way that I have acid. I might try to send acid around the top now. Now that I oh yeah, this is way cleaner. This should make the base look a lot better. Way less messy. Now we can get these blue chips out of here, which is good. Not sure how many speed 2s we need. I also don't think we need to automate speed 3s. I think we only need to automate speed 2s. Because, like, speed 3s, we only need in a few, like, key beacons, probably, and maybe a few assembling machines. But speed 2s and prod 2s, we should have in basically every machine. See, those seem okay. Don't know if we need to worry about side-loading these. But just in case. Yeah, we'll put them on the same belt. That way it's easier to work with. Otherwise, we would have to do direct feeding. Actually, we can do direct feeding. You know what? Let's do that. Especially since we have this gap we have to work around anyway. Might as well do direct feeding. We do have to use an extra beacon because of this, but that's totally okay. As long as we can still fit it. Yeah, okay. That's perfect. Okay, so which one should be priority? I don't think it matters because we'll probably have enough. Yeah, we should have plenty here. We need input, and then blue chips are going to come from the side. And then we'll probably just output into like chests over here. So this should be fine. Input. We powered it in the wrong spot though, apparently. Okay, these should actually be red chests. Do I have any red chests? I do, and I should definitely make more. They used to be expensive because we never carried red chips on us, but now we have more than we could ever spend, so we can definitely start using them again, which is great. Also, we can stop carrying iron chests, I think, because I'm pretty sure if we look over here, we have 500 steel, 500 like all of these, and then like 20,000 steel up there. So we're good. We can use only steel chests, which just simplifies our inventory. Anything to simplify our inventory is worth it. Okay, so these are working. These are not because they don't have blue chips yet. I think one of these can move enough to power these, because these don't use a ton, right? Yeah, those don't use a ton of blue chips. And then let's limit it to 1 stack of each. Oops, that's the wrong one. It would probably be better to use a logistics limit at this point. So that way I can get rid of the stuff in my inventory. But it also isn't super important either way. But let's speed up these. These are more important because that's what I need to put in most of my machines right now. These somehow are not outputting. Oh, they got backed up when I set the wrong recipe. It'd be like that sometimes. Okay, and then these prods we actually also need to send over to purple science because we want purple and blue science to keep running. Blue science can stall for a while, but purple science we actually don't want to stall like ever, just because we don't have much backed up. But blue science, yeah, we can keep it backed up for ages and we'll be fine. The world reminds me of home. Yay! I still don't know what that means. I'm not sure what the difference is between that and normal. Do you stay here now? Yep, you now have to survive against the very powerful enemies. Good luck. Yeah, I haven't figured out what that flavor text in particular means compared to normal planet. I imagine there's like some small distinction between the two. Oh yeah, this is nice. Should I prod these? I could beacon these. Wait, can I beacon these? I don't know if I can beacon these. Hold up, I might not be able to fit a beacon. Maybe if I do this. Oh, yeah, no, I can replace this with a red belt. Then I think the beacon's in range now. Yay, okay, cool. That's really ugly. But now these are beaconed. Okay, so now these should be able to support all of these. Assuming I have enough plastic and copper, this ratio should be okay. We're not able to produce enough LDS for launch this way, though. So maybe maybe we should start... Maybe we should make LDS elsewhere. Maybe this should not be our entire LDS production. Because if I'm being honest, I forgot that was a rocket part, and that kind of changes things a lot. But that's a future me problem. We're still researching mining productivity 3, so clearly our priorities are weird. We'll start doing silo though. We also need to get satellite. Oh yeah, there's we need a lot of yellow science. Okay. Yeah, we're not even close. We're producing what? Honestly, we're producing a fair amount of yellow science. Utility science. We're producing like 1 a second. That's decent. Considering how slow like we've been building, 1 per second is enough. I would like more, but it's not super necessary. Also, this was supposed to go this way. Okay, that should be better. Now we have prod 2 production, prod 1 production. Not enough prod 1 production, but we do have it. Yeah, it's a really cool mod. I've definitely been enjoying it. It's a build style I've never had to do before, which is why I like it so much. Like, I've just never been a let's build a compact base person. I'm always if we use up our space, just abandon the world, or just abandon the area and make a base like 20,000 tiles away. Like, that's usually my solution. Also, how's evolution? I don't know what those mean. Not particularly helpful. We do have mediums. We don't have big biters yet, it looks like. So it looks like the stabilizer does actually help. Which makes sense, because it's supposed to do something. It would be very surprising if it did nothing, but, you know. You never know. It could have been bugged. You think mediums at 0.3, big at 0.5? Okay. Those sound like reasonable numbers. Those seem like fair cutoff points. I believe it. Okay. Oh, we never finished speed modding these. Do we need to speed mod these? I don't think we do. Yeah. What? Oh, wait. Because of these are so boosted, 25% plus 50% productivity.
Beef taco.
That means we can make do with like 3 of them to power all our LDS. Yeah, this is enough. Yo, Runfru, thanks so much for the sub. Welcome, welcome. Enjoy the sock emotes and ad-free viewing. But we made a lot of progress today, so this is going good so far. Oh wait, we're blue chip limited. Oh, we have plenty of LDS. Maybe. We have a small surplus of LDS, but the big problem is this doesn't run enough. Maybe if I use a speed mod. Wait. Why isn't that grabbing? Hold up. What am I... Did I do something wrong? That should grab, right? Why is it being weird? I don't get it. I mean, I could move it over, but I feel like I shouldn't have to. Huh, weird. Not sure what's causing that. I wonder if it has to do with the stack size of this. I feel like you should be able to grab directly from the inserter across from it, though. Is it because it was an underground? Well, it seems... Like it might be working now. Well, we have to wait like 10 seconds to find out, I guess. Weird. Maybe I've just never tried to grab from an underground before like that. Who knows? I mean, it probably has to do with the underground, but I've learned something new. Okay. Now it should be working a little bit better. I still think we're limited on LDS, and of course we're very limited on these. So once our buffer of these run out, like we can't produce yellow cyan's at this rate. So we need to fix this before anything happens, which needs electric engines, batteries, steel, and green chips. Do we have enough green chip production anywhere? I don't think we do. This is backed up. Okay, we have enough green chip production, but we don't have the throughput for where it needs to go. So we can split it off would help. Although that's also assuming these aren't running fully. So I think we just have a blue belt. Do we just need blue belt? Is that what it's looking like? Like we can probably upgrade all of these to blue belt reasonably. What is that? 1,000? It will break all of our belt weaving completely, but only once. So everything will mix temporarily because belts will upgrade in very awkward moments. But as long as I use the upgrade planner exactly once and never use it again, the belt weaving will eventually fix itself. But we'll probably ruin every single belt in the process, which is actually really bad because that will be very annoying to fix. So we could do it manually, but no. Yeah, no, we could do it manually. An option to not break it would be to upgrade from yellow to blue. But the thing is, I have, the high throughput stuff on red belt right now, so that doesn't actually work. Unless I did it in tiers. Hold up, that could work. If I upgrade from yellow to blue, downgrade from red to yellow, downgrade from blue to red, and then upgrade from yellow to blue. It's like a 4-step process, but it will prevent any belts from mixing. That doesn't sound like a terrible idea. Don't know if it's a great idea, but I don't. By the time I figure it out, maybe it would be reasonable. It sounds so easy to mess up, though. I don't like how easy I can mess that up. Also, did we get oil on this planet? Oh crap, we got oil on this planet. We need to go recover that. I completely forgot about the oil. I was about to click leave and we would have had 30 seconds to remember we didn't grab the oil and lost it all. And someone even mentioned something earlier. Okay, this is looking pretty good. We'll figure out how to do blue belts at some point, I guess. Yeah, this is a good spot for yellow science. It's very compact. We can build LDS somewhere else for rockets, but the fact that this is like kind of locally contained is very, very solid. I like it. And this seems like it's, with the prods, this seems like it's getting enough, which I like. And we do have a lot of our green chips going into these, which once these are all converted to prod 2s, will be consuming a lot less red green chips here. So that kind of helps. Maybe I should prio to the right. No, I don't think that matters because this is a full belt. I think what we need is a belt balancer here. No, I don't quite see it. We should leave. Well, they destroyed our teleporter. That's actually not a big deal. Or did they destroy our mine? No, they destroyed our teleporter. Okay, that's not a big deal. These are holding out just fine. Yeah, the stabilizer running for so long was actually really good. I think it postponed by big biters by like 15 or 20 minutes, which is actually huge. Also, we're not on a danger planet, which is good. Honestly, just lots of good. Okay, we can decon that. Meant to disable my people first, but I guess that's fine. Cliff explosives are good. All of this stuff we should keep on us. We don't need this many fast inserters unless we're moving a buffer. Oh, we can set these to auto trash. That would be a good idea. There we go. Now if we ever mine an electric pole, it will automatically be removed for us, which I really like. So yellow science. Oh, we have so much yellow science. Oh, this is so nice. 1 per second is actually a lot. Because that's only 1 hour until we get everything we need for rocket and satellite. Like, we're probably going to be purple science limited before that. Oh yeah, we can definitely work with this. Okay, so we did this. Landmines probably need to be moved. I have no idea what we're going to do with... You can deconstruct the hazard concrete. Interesting. I didn't realize they let you do that. That's fun. Definitely glad I was able to undo it, though. Okay, so we can move these around. We just need more green chips. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. We have a lot of blue assemblers. But how do we get more green chips? See, we're not consuming all of our iron, but we don't have enough throughput. So unless we turn this into a blue belt, we can't actually, like, get more iron out of this. So maybe it would be better to have prods here and maybe divert the iron somewhere else. We could do... I don't know where I can do green chips. Can we fit some here? We could fit some here. It would be like weird belt weaving, but I think we could increase it here. But yeah, I guess we established the issue isn't so much availability of green chips. I mean, it slightly is, but this one backs up a little. So we can increase our output by about like 20% if we had the belt throughput to sustain it. So if we could upgrade just this belt to blue belt, we would have a lot more green chips to work with, which could give us green chips for electric engines and RoboFrames is where we need it. Okay. Let's delete this. Maybe we can move it, I guess. I mean, we moved it a little bit. It doesn't look like it helped, though. Landmines we definitely don't need here, so let's slowly move these. We have not really been using landmines at all. We might need more storage. Don't know if we... we should probably stop just putting storage chests, though, because this is a terrible spot for them. I think, honestly, the best spot for storage chests will be, like, in between these inserters, like, where they're not using space. Just cram them wherever they can fit, so that way I have this space to work with. Actually, I really like that idea. It sounded silly, but it's starting to make a lot of sense now. We need to make sure this is in its permanent spot before we do that. Otherwise, it will be very annoying to move, but definitely something we can consider. Okay, how do we do this? We need gears over here. Actually, we don't need gears over here. The only reason we have gears over here is so that we have a convenient way to grab them. But if we make the entire like base confusing to do that, it's not worth it. So we have another option instead. So that will be nice. This needs to be filtered. Actually, we don't need to buffer these here either. So basically what I want to do now is have one green chip belt. So that way I don't have to try to balance them. And this one needs to output onto both halves. So that is possible to do with 2 inserters. So we have one outputting onto the right half and then one outputting onto the left half. So now it's perfectly balanced as all things should be. And then now we can also send half of them back to the right. Okay, so that should work pretty well. Yeah, that's not too bad. We could also figure out a way to sideload. I think sideloading would be a little bit more compact than a splitter. The only issue with sideloading is we don't have that much space to work with. So it really depends what side of the belt this outputs onto. If it's the correct side. Okay, yeah, that'll be perfect. Okay, so now we can side balance this. I don't know what to do with the gears. Wait, I thought this would be more compact. It doesn't feel more compact. I would have to do like this weird loop. Well, either way, I need a splitter, and splitters take up space. Unless I do something like this. Oh, wait, hold up. I have an idea. It's weird, but it works. No, it doesn't. It does not work. There's not enough space. It almost works, but it doesn't quite work. I just need to loop it around. That's all I need. I could loop it through this thing. That could help. So if I move this here, do an underbelt here, then I can change where the splitter is. Right? No, there's not enough space. I could maybe make that work. Let's see if we can make this work. So this can output as a Yeah, no, this would work. This can output as a yellow belt. That is totally fine. We just need to make sure we side load the gears so that way they're on the other side. Which you should just be able to loop it. Okay. Yeah. So this is plenty going towards the mall. That's all we needed. We needed one yellow belt towards the mall and a full red belt going to the left. That was a very weird way to do it, but it got the job done. I just wanted to save this one tile at the top, and we did. So we accomplished that task. And now we can filter them out, split them so it goes between two halves, and now we'll be able to upgrade these to blue belt too later if we need. I think we should leave. But nothing's been destroyed yet, so I think we should wait to leave until stuff gets destroyed. And hope it doesn't, like, compound and go from, like, one thing being destroyed to an entire base being destroyed, because that would be really bad. And it is a distinct possibility. We do need to locally produce gears now for red science, but it's a small price to pay, I think, for everything else being simplified. Wait, do we have... Yeah, this is used for red science, and then we can just produce gears here. Yeah, okay, that's plenty of gears. Okay, and then we have extra speed mods. Actually, we want to keep these. But we can put these in a chest. They'll eventually be used. Okay, and look at that. We have plenty of speed 2s and speed prod 2s now. Perfect. These stalled. Yeah, we ran... yeah. It was bound to happen eventually. We ran out of our buffer of like 400 robo frames. We do have enough yellow science to get the researches, though. We also need to make sure we take a trip over to the mines, because if we don't, this will constantly tell us, like, until the end of time that we're missing a speed module. It's been long enough. Okay, we have a lot of circuits here that we don't really need. Okay, now there is this weird question. Where do I get circuits? I could buffer them here. This would be a good spot. Yeah, this is actually a really good spot for the new gear. Actually, we don't need this. We can put passive providers here. Okay, this is a good spot for the new gear and circuit production. I mean, it's next to the mall, so it, like, you know, makes sense. And then if we want blue undergrounds, how do we do that? What do they need? I know they need lube. Do they use gears? Yes, they're entirely gears. Okay. If we could get lube up here, that would obviously be the easiest place to build them. Don't know how reasonably we can get lube over here. Let's see. You know what? There's a chance. I think there's a chance, because we can use an underground here. Oh, this almost works, but not quite. We could do this. There we go. Okay. There's our fast undergrounds. Or, sorry. Express undergrounds. And then a splitter. Honestly, we can just handcraft the splitters almost. Okay. Express belt. Oh, wait. Express splitters need red chips? Really? I did not know that. I don't think I've ever built them before. in an assembly machine. Oh well, we don't need a ton, right? For now, we can make do with like 25. Okay. So let's just give it a stack of red chips and hope it eventually finishes. I mean, we have plenty of red chips. Actually, we don't. Why don't we have red chips down here? Oh, right. We told ourselves we don't need blue science, so we didn't. We deprioritized connecting it. Which I still stand by that decision. And then this is the tricky one. Because this one we kind of fit in here as an afterthought because we forgot about it. You know what? There's a better spot for these. We have... yeah, we have this corner that we can work with. That would be a great way to burst out blue undergrounds, because we are not going to use all this iron for a really long time. And it's really easy to get lube to this place as well, which is great. Yeah, definitely should build it here instead. Are these going to be lube or insert speed limited? I'm not sure. And then if we place it here, we can get a decent amount of inserters. Not enough, not an amazing amount, but it's a good enough amount. I'm still not sure what to do about the splitters. We could barrel lube. We have a lot of barrels. Another option is just moving fast splitters down there, huh? Yeah, we'll just get a stack of fast splitters and upgrade them. I don't think we produce enough of them for those to be a concern. See, they're still being damaged. Nothing's destroyed yet, so we're still good. This is the first... Yeah, we've never stayed on a planet this long, so we're definitely moving up in the world. Slowly, but surely, we can... We're definitely... with the laser turrets and with the stabilizer, it's a lot easier to stay on planets. Which is very nice. After all this time, we can finally stay for like 10 seconds. Woo. But progress is progress. This is supposed to be... There we go. That should work. Okay. It's messy, but it does the job. Lube shouldn't be too hard to get because we can just continue through here. Definitely glad I decided to use this bottom section instead of trying to figure out how to produce them all up top. Especially since this has significantly more gear production anyway. So there's a lot more potential here for it to actually, like, produce fast, which is great. I think we could do even more gear production if we output onto the sides. I don't know if we have the iron for this, but this might work pretty well for like balancing purposes. We'll see. But I think doing something like this will help a lot with balancing the sides. And we can even upgrade them if we want. Give them prods, sure. There we go. Look at that. More resources. I like it. Actually, this is producing a fair amount. I mean, we can also turn all of our gears into them, which would help burst some out initially. Well, let's just dump our inventory into some random chest. Because yeah, if we just give these some gears, they'll eventually like clear themselves. Maybe we can even upgrade them so it works faster. Oh, I like that. Yeah, this is definitely not sustainable, but good enough for now. Don't know if we have enough lube. I think we might actually run into lube issues soon because we don't have a lube tank. We just have a single... assembler. Or, yeah, we're definitely losing lube. Okay. Who would have thought that we're gonna... To burst out blue belt, we're going to need to beacon a lube. A lube plant. I mean, we could also just put another, but we're using beacons because I don't want to have to connect more belts. There we go. Now we should have enough production. We should use this time to put a tank. Anyone has ever made blue belt? Is this a common problem? Well, that's good. I just figured people would normally use multiple lube assemblers, though. Multiple lube plants rather than just beacon them. But I guess beacons are pretty strong. So a lot of people do tend to use them. That's only 400 items. I can transfer that by hand. I thought it was going to be a lot more. Okay. We have finally cleared this floor. I don't know what we're going to put here. There's like nothing we really need. We could do a larger nuclear reactor. We could probably fit, like if we did 4x4 or 2x4s, we could probably, we'd lose a lot of heat, but we could get more if we wanted. And just like cram steam turbines wherever we want. I don't think we need to, but it's an option. I think, you know what? Okay, this isn't my first time making blue belt, but it's my first time actually needing blue belt in some form. Like I've made blue belt before, but usually it's like just because I can, not because it's actually helpful type of thing. Okay, let's go see if we can upgrade it and actually help. I don't think we need the blue belt until the end. The only reason we need it is for like weird distribution purposes. I don't think we actually have a throughput problem anywhere. So if we could figure out a better way to balance it, that would also work. But I mean, we're going to need blue belt at some point. We might as well use it. Oh, wow. That is I like that. I like that range it has. Yeah, like we could definitely just use double red belts here if we want, but I figured if we think we might use it eventually, I might as well use it now. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I know it's 40 per machine, which is a lot, but you produce it so much, like you never think you can run out of lube. Even with like electric engines, sometimes I forget that you do need a fair amount of lube if you want to run them constantly. But yeah, it sneaks up on you. Okay, this doesn't break our belt weaving, right? No, because we don't have blue belt anywhere. Okay, cool. That should help a lot with distribution. We definitely had enough throughput, so we didn't technically need it, but it helps. It makes it easier than trying to balance in such a small area. Do these not have enough output? What are these limited by? Oh, a single is not enough. I didn't realize they were that fast. I thought with a hand stack size of 6, you know, we wouldn't have that problem. I guess this is the equivalent of, it's 1.5 craft speed plus an extra 60% productivity, so that is a lot of wire. Or maybe it's a copper issue. It could be a copper issue. I don't know. But this should be good now. We definitely need to fix our copper shortage. Oh my gosh, we cannot power these, can we? Oh yeah, we cannot power these. How do we get more copper? Oh, that's our time to leave. We have copper here. Oh, hold up. I have a cursed idea. Yes. The real reason we needed blue belt. Actually, could we have done that with red belt? No, the real reason we needed blue belt. Perfect. Yes. I like it. Don't look. If you hate cursed ideas, do not look for your sanity. But I like it. There we go. Okay, now we're talking. So basically what we can do now is we can take all of the excess from LDS somehow. We can delete this LDS assembler. Then it's really easy to fit in. And we can supplement the other one. This is very temporary, which means it will probably last forever. But it's intended to... Oh, gosh, why is there plastic on here? Oh, gosh. Is that a permanent thing, or is it I accidentally sideloaded something once? Oh, there's an inserter. Okay. At least it's an easy fix. Yes, very temporary. It probably will last the next like 40 hours. It will it will be the last thing we ever build. Our base is perfect, flawless, and definitely works. Okay, what is this planet? A heavy aroma of grease and... Oh, no. It's a polluted planet. Still more plastic. Okay. I'll have to go back and clear it then. Oh, did we ever fill these up? Okay, we did. Cool. Okay, iron is good. What else? Stone and coal? No, we need copper. We're actually using a lot of copper these days. And then we did learn our lesson. Let's actually destroy the trees before we put our turrets here, because they will burn themselves. Very nice. I really like cliff explosives. I'm glad they are a thing. I mean, no cliffs would also be nice. We don't ever need wood. We can put that in the auto trash slot. I always click the wrong one there. Okay, let's go see if the plastic broke anything. Probably did. Oh, we have the gears on the wrong side. Cool. At least it's an easy fix. It's a shame that we never... Wait, we fixed it right? Yeah, we fixed it. It's a shame that we killed Red Science for so long. Whatever are we gonna do? We're almost out. Oh, I didn't realize we had a lot more backed up than I thought. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff on the wrong side here. I think we just need to purge this entire belt for a while and hope it works out. Like, that should be okay. I think it's clearing it enough. But there's so many, like... I saw there's green chips, there's gears on the wrong side. There's just lots of stuff. Actually, do we have a side load here? We actually could have kept this simpler, huh? Yeah, okay. Well, since we're clearing the belt anyway, we might as well intentionally side swap them, because that just makes this a lot more clean. We do not have that much copper here. Wait, why don't we have copper? Shouldn't we have more copper than this? Oh, this isn't a whole red belt. Ooh, is that the problem? Yes. I thought these worked a lot better, but I was mistaken. They kind of aren't that great. Because it doesn't look like we're running out of copper ore. Yeah, okay, this just doesn't produce as much as I thought. I guess it's a little over half a red belt, it looks like. I was thinking it was like at least 80% of a red belt. We ran on buffers for so long that kind of gave us the wrong idea of how much production we had. See, we can get rid of any extra copper. We can start using trash slots. That would be a good idea. Because we're not good at manually clearing stuff, are we? See, let's limit ourselves to 400 landmines. No, 200 to 200, 300 would be good. Yeah, we placed both of our drills, right? I mean, we placed them in random spots, but I think we placed both of our drills for the day. Or for the map. Okay. These are completely stalled, right, because we ran into copper and green chip shortages, so we weren't actually able to improve them. Okay, we really need to fix them then. Okay, so we can delete these. That's a decent amount of laser turrets. Okay, so I don't know if we got all the plastic, so let's hope it's not backing up somewhere, but I imagine there's a small chance that we completely killed some lane somewhere and we'll never fix it. Okay, I think they purged the belt by now. I really do not like this copper supplement. We might be able to sneak through here too, but the problem with doing that is the prio is going to be really bad. So maybe if we upgrade this to a blue belt, we can make it work. But like, you know, there's this really clean area where you could take this and send it through here But if you do that, these will back up before this one does, which means you could potentially lose resources. I'm not sure. I think it's a risk worth taking. As long as I prio left, will be good. And then we can somehow... There we go. Things fit a lot better if you just delete stuff. Okay, so now we can upgrade these all to blue belt, and hopefully we have enough. This is going to cause so many problems. If we ever upgrade our whole base, we're going to break so much belt weaving, I think. Actually, no. As long as I use an upgrade planner, I guess we can't break the belt weaving, right? As long as we do all red to blue, and then all yellow to red. So we have to be very careful, but we can fix the belt weaving that way. Okay, that gives me peace of mind. Didn't need to upgrade that. And the splitters are actually kind of expensive, so we're not going to worry about it. Okay, so hopefully this works decent. Did I break them? Why aren't they working? After all this work upgrading things, the whole base backed up. Perfect. Nothing's running. We could upgrade everything to prod 2s. Could be nice. It's like, ooh. We don't need to keep iron. Yeah, I could filter it. Yeah, that's what I figured I would probably do. Okay, so more productivity. We can also put productivity in these. That'll reduce how much copper we need. I think that might have decreased the speed too much, though. But we use less copper. That's nice. How much do we have, actually? It would be nice if I could just upgrade this entire floor in one go. Looks like we only need 200. We only need 300 undergrounds, 21 splitters, and 740 blue belt. That's actually not that bad. We can do that right now. Get it out of the way. Actually, no. If I can't do it in one set, it's probably not worth doing, right? Because some things will back up, and that will cause problems. Like the things that just stop running until we get things produced could potentially stop the blue belt production, which would be very bad. So let's wait. Do we have gears? I feel like we have like 10,000 gears, right? Oh my gosh, we have so many gears. Okay, let's go move an entire batch of these gears because we do not need 8,000. I guess a lot of them are probably up there. Okay, but we can take this, all of these. And there's probably more in these chests. Yeah, there we go, 2,000. Okay, that should help speed up the blue belt a lot. At a steady state, we definitely don't need a ton of blue belt production, but for now, this will be great. See, how are these? Only 100. Yeah, we definitely need to wait. What are these? Why aren't these running? Oh, we're just consuming all the iron. Okay. That makes sense. I mean, I guess I can't really complain. We're consuming all of the iron to upgrade everything. We could get more iron, can't we? Kind of. It would be awkward to get over here, but I think it would be possible to get more iron here. We just have to like compress belts, which might not be worth it. Oh. Weird. I don't know why we were able to... Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't work initially, but... Oh, well, it works now. That's the important thing. And then let's upgrade yellow cyans, and let's upgrade the expensive thing with prod 2s. That's probably a good idea, huh? Yeah, there we go. Now they're 74%. That's nice. Okay. Copper seems good. I'm really sad that we didn't end up using the blue undergrounds to go through here, because I think that would have been a really fun fix, but can't have everything. You can only have a limited amount of curse changes in a single build, I guess. Plastics or explosives. What are these used for? We're using these for cliff explosives and landmines, right? Like that's all they're used for. Ooh, wait, hold up. I had an idea the other day. What if we put an artillery wagon in our outposts, right? Because then we would place the outpost, and it would destroy any nearby base. Very slowly, but we could make it completely destroy the base. If we could get enough artillery. Like, that's the thing. I don't know if we could... We can only refill it while it's docked, though, which is kind of the problem. But it would probably be able to automatically destroy any base near it, assuming its targeting isn't terrible. I've never really used artillery before. You don't know if there's a curse limit? Yeah, there's probably not. You can always make a base more cursed. That's what makes it fun. Why is our plastic so bad? Oh, that's true. The TAS has endless amounts of cursedness available to it. Are we, like, not producing petroleum? How long have we not been producing petroleum? Probably a while, but I'm not sure why we're not. Interesting, interesting. Oh, no, we have so much of it. Did we just not connect it? Oh my gosh. We accidentally destroyed the underground. Okay. Well, that explains why plastic has been, like, slowly lowering. But we had such a large buffer, I wasn't concerned. Okay, and then iron. If we move everything to the sides, things get a lot simpler. Let's see, we don't need this steel belt anymore. Now let's turn our personal bots off for this, because I don't want to get all of the stuff I'm about to be deleting. Let's do 100 to 200 iron, 100 to 200 copper. Let's just make it that personal trash takes away most of the stuff. Productivity modules. I don't know if I really need prod ones for much. I can feed these to reduce the cost, though, which is nice. Okay. Back to moving the corner. We can save a lot of space. So we can definitely fit all of these into this little gap here, which would save a lot of space. I think we have enough inserter throughput for that. But if we replace these with the simpler 2s, that just gives us a lot more room to work with here. 3 should be enough, because these are very heavily backed up. Don't know if we needed those power poles. I don't think we did. But yeah, let's clean up the base. Yeah, we definitely don't need those. If we do need them, we can add a speed module. Maybe. I don't know if we have the inserter throughput to use speeds in here, but we might. Ideally, I want these to actually be down one tile. Or maybe I'll change how I do I might change how I do the belt weaving, so that way these are more, like, clean to look at, because right now they're a bit confusing. This does not fit, unfortunate. I did not want these to overlap. How much is 3 green science? If I boost the heck out of these instead of prod modding them, which I probably should, how much can I make these worth? 3. That's pretty good. 3 crafting speed. This is still an improvement for how many I was producing. I think that's worth it to make the base a lot more compact here. Then we have this. I basically want to free up all science from this center quadrant. Center quadrant. That's not real. I feel like that's not really a quadrant at that point. But I want to free this middle section up a lot. And then these are good. I might be able to move these down a tile. Okay, so we have copper coming from the right and ammo coming from the right. So we can definitely belt weave these. If we can power them across, which we definitely can. Okay, I don't know if this steel needs to go anywhere. I don't think it does. I don't think this belt needs to continue on at all anymore, which also frees up a lot of space, which is very good. Yeah, because this steel mostly goes into engines. Yeah, okay, perfect. And then we need an input, which needs to be a fast belt. Actually, these should all be fast inserters because of weird belt timings. And then an output. Do I want it to be even? I probably want it to be even, right? Oh wait, that is even. It just doesn't look. It just doesn't look it. Yeah, okay. Belt weaving is great. And now we can fit these in here. We should filter out the green science at the end still. Worked out pretty good. Filter. Oh wait, that doesn't work. We can move it back though. Okay. Hopefully that should get all the ammo. So that, I don't know if that made it any more condensed. I think it saved a tile, or at least visually it like looks cleaner. Can I belt weave though? Because I also want to be able to belt weave. I want to be able to fit like one belt going to the right here, which I think I can. Like I can move the iron belt here if I wanted to. I don't know if I need to, but I could. So yeah, we move it down a tile. We give it an output. We want to output onto this directly across, which doesn't look that symmetrical, but I think it's good enough. Maybe not. No, we can't belt weave through this. Is there anything I can do with these inserters? If the yellow belt goes farther, if I power it across, I think we can make this work. No, that doesn't. Okay, I think I need to change which ones are belt woven. Is what I'm getting here. So this needs to be 4 long, and then these need to be on a pattern. Not that pattern. This pattern. And then these ones can be the input. So now we can power them across. I think that'll work better. Output. Output. Yeah, okay. That works a lot better. Wait, why do I have this gap here? Wait. Yeah, I don't need that gap here. Oh, I could have moved them up even higher. Okay, I don't know why I didn't think I had that space. Okay, that should work. And now they're powered across the way. And then, oh, now there's space here to belt weave, space here to belt weave. Oh, this is much nicer. Yeah. Very good. Very good. We could even do same side in if we really wanted to. Oh, that gives us so much space to work with. I like this a lot. Yeah, okay. Actually, that's not a good idea, I don't think. Because now this means we don't have the ability to send a full red belt back. But that's an easy change if we decide we don't like it. So we will leave it for now, which means it will stay forever. But yeah, that is something we can easily change later if we decide we don't like it. But now we can very easily hook up this iron belt. Maybe not as easy as I thought. We need to move it up a tile. Wait, what is this one? Oh, we didn't have to move it. We could have just done this. I thought we were like side balancing here, but apparently we're only using a yellow belt up and a yellow belt down. There we go. This is much, much better. And then, aren't these buffered at the top? They're not, but they should be. We should just use a filter up here. And a red belt, so that way we don't use up this space. There we go. And then is there any way to move these other than by hand? I think there is, but it's probably not worth it. Just dump everything in a chest and we're just gonna go move a bunch of belts. Oh, there's way less than I thought. Oh, this is totally fine. Yeah, I thought there was way more in here. Okay, we'll just let those craft. It's not like we're using them for anything right now. Or we're not using all of our resources. Might as well let things buffer to save stuff later. Okay, there we go. It's crazy that this is the same amount of production that we had before, but it looks so much less. But yeah, speed modules are insanely good. Also just assembly twos. Being able to put 4 speed modules in a single assembly machine is really good. The power consumption is insanely high, but We have nuclear power, and we're not using it, so it's perfect. Also, how's top looking? That's good. How are our buffers? I feel like our buffers have to be depleting because we don't actually have a ton of production right now. We're definitely good on nuclear fuel. We could set an alarm for nuclear fuel, but I don't think we need to. Because it won't go off for like 30 hours, which means we should be okay. Let's see, iron is fine. Copper is okay. Coal is enough. Yeah, nuclear power is awesome. I didn't realize how much more compact it would be when you have to deal with a buffer. Like, I knew the build itself would probably have been, like, you know, a little bit more compact. I didn't realize it was that much more compact. Because this is the same amount of power I had. Or no, this is 4 times the power in the same space, basically. And just the fuel itself is, like, 50 times more dense, which is nice. Yeah, it's very good. We'll definitely be using it like every single game from now on. Well, maybe not every game, but we'll definitely be using it a lot more often. Do they get stronger every jump? No, but as the base grows, the pollution grows. So they get stronger faster with each jump, but that's about it. Like, they don't start stronger. They just evolve to the same point earlier because you're producing a lot more pollution from your platform. We're out of purple science. I wonder why Sila never finished. Is there anything that doesn't require purple? We could do physical damage. Energy damage is good. Way too many people swear to solar, but nuclear is my favorite. Yeah, if you're not doing like a mega base where UPS is like super important, I could see, yeah, nuclear power is definitely a lot easier to get a lot of power. Solar not having a supply chain defeats the point of the game. I get what you're saying, but the amount of your supply chain that goes into power is so small compared to like everything else that it's not that significant. Like, power is usually going to make up what, maybe 5 or 10% of your belt throughput? Like, most of the supply chain complexity comes from other things. So it doesn't really eliminate that much of the game. It just means you don't have to worry about power, which is fairly small. Oh yeah, it does. It needs a ton of space. Also, accumulators. I hate making accumulators. I'm considering just like, if I ever do a run with solar, to just only build stuff during the during the daytime, just not worry about having production all the time, because I do not want to have to deal with the accumulators. Okay, these will work. Let's start deleting these. Okay, so we wanted to place some form of engine production here. So we have the engines. We also need to do blue science, which we can probably just fit here. We could even use the red chips from there. That could work. What's the bad about accumulators? You just need so many battery assemblers to do them, to build them. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, I want to just have to make the solar panels. There's nothing particularly wrong about them. I just don't like the recipe, I guess, is what it comes down to, I think. But no, there's nothing wrong with them. They're a perfectly fine part of the game. I do not really see a good way to build this, but that's because we have this stuff still here. So what if we could move the oil, or we could move the sulfur. It's not that expensive, but I might as well not lose it if I can avoid it. Because we need to delete all of this before we can visualize how to build the base. That's what I was talking about earlier. Trying to leave stuff just makes the entire process very confusing. Okay, we never need to carry explosives. Let's get rid of those. Green science, we're probably good on. I can't believe we're so purple limited. We must have lost something, like maybe steel? Oh, we never reconnected red chips. I forgot that. Okay. I wasn't worried about blue science. I forgot that the red ships were also shared by purple science down there, so it actually was really bad that I cut that off. Good to know. Glad it's fixed now. That's the important thing. Hey, I guess we can keep this producing while it's here. Okay, so we need batteries, we need sulfur. So this just needs crude and water. Okay, that's pretty easy. I think we should still produce these in the middle. Like, this is a pretty decent spot for all of this. We just want to move it a little bit farther so we don't have this spaghetti here, and we'll be okay. We also might be able to change how we write this copper, how we route this copper, just so it's a little bit cleaner, make it easier to work with. Let's see, what's this belt? This was the RoboFrame belt. Okay, so we can delete this entire belt. We can assume that every part of the RoboFrame chain will be deleted. I don't know what that beacon was powering. I think it was powering like a single LDS assembler back when I wanted to power 2 yellow assemblers with 1 LDS assembler. Okay, so we're good on yellow science for now. Maybe we shouldn't be researching yellow anything, but I don't think it matters that much if things run terribly. Yeah, we'll be okay. Okay, that looks okay. If I ever decide to use this, I will 100% regret my decision to build here. You got overrun by biters, not even time for building enough ammo. So a good thing you can do is leave planets really early. Like, if it feels like you can't produce enough ammo, then you shouldn't be staying on that planet anymore. You have the ability to manual warp. So even if you like press the button as soon as you get to a planet, that gives you like 5 or 10 minutes to gather resources probably, which biters don't get that strong that early. So yeah, you just feel free to like leave planets and you're good. Like, don't be afraid to press this button. It helps a lot early on. Honestly, even like this far into the game, I usually only stay on a planet for about an hour because it doesn't feel worth it to defend after that point. Yeah, that helps. It helps loads. Okay, so we need lots of sulfur. I don't know if we want prods here or speeds. I feel like I want a speed module. What does the surface look like now? It's not too messy because we haven't done anything with it for a while. We have lots of space. We just haven't expanded our turrets. So it's pretty much just coal liquefaction, coal to oil, and oil storage. And for some reason, bricks. Well, oil, like, I don't like mining oil because you have to build it by hand, right? So this makes it that I only have to do it every like 10, 20 warps. Do you even need to expand turrets? Can I just build another wall? Uh, if I expand the wall, I guess I could set fire to the wall. So technically I don't need to move the turrets, but I would need a lot. I think I would need more consistent wall production to replace all the walls I destroyed. But yeah, that's not a terrible idea. I could use like dragon's teeth or something. Because I haven't really considered that option. Yeah, our stationary turret's better. The only reason I was thinking, you now see why this mod is harder than Pyanodons? I imagine Pyanodons is a lot more, a lot worse. Because I have only heard horror stories about Pi. But if you're really bad at building compactly, like I am, this is actually, it was a really tough start. We're getting a lot better, but the start to this was very, very rough. But yeah, the reason I was thinking artillery wagons is because they have a larger like ammo store, so that way I wouldn't need an ammo chest. Because I was thinking maybe that could be a little bit more dense. I didn't actually test if it's worth it though, but that was the only reason I would use the wagons. Yeah, the compact thing is fun. I definitely recommend it. A lot of people seem get bored with the small base, it seems, but I don't know. I think that's the fun part, and it's like actually motivating me to play past like this point in the run. Because normally I would get to yellow science and then I don't play that much more. But now I like see something. I'm like, what if I make the base smaller? Because that's never an optimization that I've cared about. Because you can always just build a base elsewhere. It's like it's fun redesigning the base. Like it's adding a nice complex element to it that I'm not used to, which is making it honestly a blast. Especially early on when I died a lot, it was pretty fun. Now that we actually have defenses, we're doing better. But we used to lose like our entire base every single warp until we realized we can just warp a lot earlier. It's been a learning experience, that's for sure. Okay, we definitely don't need these. I clicked on the wrong one. Okay, we never need regular furnaces. Which I just realized we deleted these steel furnaces, but we never actually reconnected anything, so if we don't want purple science to die, we should probably leave these up for a little bit, because we're not dealing with this side of the base yet. Okay, I really want this, but I know this is going to destroy something. I just don't know what. Ooh, do we get the rocket silo? Okay, there's something I really want to test with the rocket silo. Where is the rocket silo? Wait, did we not research rocket silo? I thought we researched rocket silo. Oh, we got to 93%. Okay, so I want to see if you can build the rocket silo down here. Because that would be amazing. I feel like you can't, but I really want to know for sure. Because it would be very good if you could do that. Because this has like 70% like production boost. You build it inside. Oh, that's broken. Ultra beacon on a rocket silo. I mean, I guess this is just completely broken in every single way, this beacon. So I shouldn't be surprised that it also synergizes really well with the rocket silo. But I definitely I like that idea. I think it's going to be worth the added like weirdness. Honestly, even if it's hand fed, it's probably worth doing. I don't think we ever need gray assemblers, so let's just get rid of them. You believe in the super beacon, but not for silo? Okay, but consider this. Where else will I build the silo? Like, I can't send 3 resources to the top without logic. You want to try the one with the missions, the expansion? That one seems rough. People seem to like it a lot as like a group. Playing it solo seems rough. Oh, carry the rocket parts? Oh my god. Carrying LDS in particular sounds terrible. So resources aren't low, but because belt throughput is so low, it's really hard to do much. Okay, so we need sulfur. Where does water go? Water goes... That's where water comes from? And we send it to the top, it looks like? We could replace this belt, right? With a red belt would help. Okay, I think this should work. Yeah, I've not heard great things about it solo from the people who have tried. If you really if you're willing to like leave the planets really early, it's probably not too bad. I just imagine the start itself would be incredibly slow. Wait, what? That can't be good. Oh, that's really bad. uh, that's the ammo belt. I played a little bit of it. I like the idea of the missions more than I actually liked the missions in practice. But it looks like it's pretty much the same. But like, it's just with this one, if you get overwhelmed by biters, you can just leave. So it's, but it's when you warp like 50 times and the warp chart starts to be like 10 minutes that it might start to get pretty rough. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about the MSI one. I tried it solo, could not get into it. I think they looked pretty fun as a group because you can split it up. But like, oh my gosh, the resource requirement of them are so high. It's like, oh yeah, I just need like 1,000 circuits before you can get automation or something. I don't think it was that high, but it was pretty high. It was like, I remember it being like 20 minutes of handcrafting before I could do anything. Okay, batteries can also be deleted. Okay, everything's deleted, which means we have a lot more room to visualize what's going on. Okay, so we have copper. I want to actually send these. I want to send this belt a different direction. Yeah, okay. I want to get this belt out of the way. Oops, let's not sideload everything. Because I don't think we use this belt for anything. Or at least I hope we don't use this belt for anything. Okay. So that should clear up a lot of space down like the middle. Oh look, plastic is on here. We never fixed that. Oh wait, no, plastic is supposed to be there. Warp drive machine now, the new one. Oh, did they make like an update to this? I just heard about the mod and was like, I'm gonna try it. Didn't really look too much into it, so don't really know if there's were alternatives. Didn't really check. Okay, we can delete these. We can do what we did with green science, and we'll just speed mod them so that way we can use less space. There we go. Much nicer. Warp 10 plans for coal though. That's a lot. Yeah, that's the one. Like usually, at least with this one, I find you get a decent amount of everything pretty easily. But sometimes you just get bad luck and you get like 5 planets that are missing something, and it's just kind of you don't do anything because you can't do anything for a while. Those moments in this mod have been rough, or at least not fun, because it's not like a challenge to work with. It's more of a you literally can't do anything. Have fun waiting 10 minutes, sort of thing. But I mean, usually they seem pretty rare, so it's not too bad. Also, do we need water to connect to both of those? I don't think so. I can't tell where it goes. No, we only need to connect to the middle one. Okay. Well, we don't need this belt anymore. So now that we remove this belt, I think this whole section just gets a lot more easy to work with. Wow, that is a big sushi belt I had going here. Wow. This went all the way through my base. Wow, that's a mess. Okay, cool. That's done. Now we can delete this, which should make the water belt way easier to manage. We can also... Actually, you know what? Let's keep them. If they delete things and pick things up for us, that will tell us that we need to clear our inventory. Also, we should definitely buffer plastic up top. There is no reason for us to have it buffered down here, I realize. See, this throughput probably is fine. Because I don't think these can output more than half a belt. I'm not sure, though. This should work. It's a very weird buffer. Actually, it's one tile too small. I guess I don't need the beacon, do I? That makes this section a lot simpler if I don't have a beacon. You know what? I'm just going to say screw balance. It's a buffer that never runs full time. There we go. Ah, ah, my inventory is full. We can delete this. This will help. Hello, Pashka. Welcome, welcome. We do want the output to be balanced, though, I think. Balanced-ish. Maybe we'll change it to 6. Yeah, I mean this is good enough. This is balanced enough for what it is. Wait, no, it was 7. Oh, I had the perfect size. Don't know what I was thinking. Good educational video about robots in Factorio. Like what, logistic bots or what aspect of the robots? I feel like the robots themselves, construction bots, are pretty straightforward, so I imagine logistic stuff. This works, right? I can probably take a much more direct belt with the plastic, but I'm not gonna. Okay, now for the annoying part. I think we have to manually transfer the buffers. I mean, we don't have to, but I think that makes it easier. Oops, oops, oops. Hopefully didn't grab anything. Yeah, because this is so much space down here that we're wasting. I don't know why we didn't buffer it. I think when we started this, we didn't have much space up here. But no, I'm not sure of any tutorials on those. Is there like anything in particular? You could probably find like tutorials about logistic network pretty easily. It's the other aspects of the roboports which I can't think there being much of a need for tutorials for a lot of those, so imagine those have a lot less. But logistics should be fine. This is terribly balanced. I could do this. Oh wait, actually no, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, actually that's really good. This is a weird way to balance it, but it makes it that all of them can eventually fill every chest. Nothing specific, it's your third launch without robots, and now it's time to land them. I assume people rarely use fastest blue belts. They're really good if you're trying to like cram a little bit more out of a space that you don't want to expand, or if you're just using a lot of beacon builds. You can make a very large base with only yellow belts, so they're not necessary, but you're also like they're reasonable enough that you can use them like anytime just fine. But yeah, there's always like alternatives to using them, so they're definitely not necessary, but they're a good way to get more out of a small amount of space. And even higher throughput. Well, no, it stops at higher throughput. Well, actually, no. Let's see. We have throughput, we have higher throughput, and blue belt would be higher. You have to go mods to get any more than that, though. Unfortunately. Why is this water? Why isn't there lube? Did we break the lube belt? We must have, but how? Oh, it's out of heavy. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Let's increase the buffers. Red is 2 times yellow, but blue is only 50% more than red. Yeah, that part always annoyed me. Like if you look at it in terms of like amounts of yellow belts is great, but it just makes it that combining 2 red belts into a blue belt doesn't work that well, and it's really sad. Yeah, they're great for in-game. Like when you get to the point where you're more limited by the time you spend designing something than you are by your actual resources, you might as well just use them. Yeah, well, I know you can look at it that way, but that doesn't help when you want to combine two red belts into a blue belt. Like it's not like a conceptual thing. It's an annoying to combine your medium tier belts thing. Because if you want to fill a blue belt perfectly, you have to combine like a red and a yellow, which would be weird. Yeah, this is a lot of petroleum, and we're just we're not we're not consuming enough to actually get heavy oil, I guess. Okay, there has to be a problem here. How are we not consuming? How are we consuming this little petroleum? Like, did we accidentally disconnect it? Oh wait. Oh wait. No, yeah, we should be buffering a ton of plastic right now, right? I mean, I guess this isn't a lot of plastic. Oh, and it's probably prioritizing this. But if we delete it, that could cause problems. We could do speed mods, but we just need to we just need to use petroleum. I could expand the buffer, or I could just do this. We're just gonna accept the loss so we can start getting heavy oil again. Wait, is that not the problem? Oh, interesting. Wait, are they not connected? Or are they just very slowly emptying? Oh, they're just gonna take a while to empty, I think. That's okay. Oh yeah, because we have them going through so many belts. We could do a pipe, or sorry, not belts. This might help it clear a little faster. It's not really necessary though. Actually, it's not helping a ton. Ah well. Oh, it missed. Yeah, that probably is why it didn't work, huh? That would do it. It's also not necessary, but yeah, the double reason it was useless. Perfect. Say you have multiple belt lines, a bus, which are not evenly loaded, you want to even the load. So each belt carries the same amount of units. There's multiple types of belt balancers. If you Google belt balancer, that would be a good way to do it. I don't have any in this space because normally, yeah, there's a pretty common like 4 belt balancer that a lot of people use, or that I see a lot. Although if you're doing a bus, usually even load isn't that necessary. I find like compressing everything to one side tends to be more useful. Like just make sure everything goes to the right, and then you can fill up like on any tile on the left and like compress things over. Because usually you can assume the two belt balancer is more common. Yeah, the 2 belt balancer is a very easy thing to do. That is true. But yeah, you can put like a belt bouncer. Usually I use a compressor in buses, although I don't make buses that often. But a lot of times you can assume that things will back up. And if you can assume that things will back up, you just want every belt to be full whenever it needs to be full. Yeah, 4-to-4 balancer is quite nice. I like it. A lot of It's more useful like for mining lanes and like unloading trains. It's important to have something balanced. For like assembling machine lines, it's definitely less important, I find, to have those balanced. Still can be useful. And it's easier to see bottlenecks, definitely, if things are balanced. We should probably request medium electric poles, huh? Well, it's easier to see bottlenecks as long as things are consistent. That's the main thing. Any 2 in balancer. What, you don't want like a 3-to-5 balancer slash splitter system? Okay, we've been running around for a bit. We should probably connect plastics. Definitely do not need all the. Why do we have so many inserters? Jeez. You discovered Factoria in April and spent more time on your work in Factoria than on your work PC. I definitely approve. I remember a 2048 balancer. Oh my gosh. That sounds like your computer would instantly melt. But also sounds amazing. I like the concept. Okay, I want this to be one tile over, which I can probably plan for. Nope, that will not work. Ooh. Hmm. Can I move lube? Would that simplify things? No, lube needs to go over here. Okay, yeah, we should definitely have water go on the outside. We could also do this. That frees up space for us to have water go in a straight line. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. Oh, actually, that's really nice. Oh, that's much nicer path for water. Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay, so now water goes in a much better way. Petroleum is still terrible. Once we get another belt, this won't work, so we'll need to expand it, but we'll do that later. That's not that important. 81 chunks long. Oh my gosh. I guess I should not be surprised, but I am. That is insanely long. I don't think I've ever gone 81 chunks in a single base. Actually, that's not that large. But it's large for one entity. Just, I guess, walking 81 chunks is... Actually, you know what? I might have been right. I don't think I've ever gone that far in a build. Maybe in my burner 100%. Taking sick days because of Factorio. That's pretty great. Very deserved, very deserved sick days. You are doing much more important things. I don't want to worry about which side these are on, so we're just gonna send these through. Okay, so combining those belts, I think helped. Oh, okay. Hear me out. Hear me out. This lets me get plastic onto the other side really condensely. I like that without having. I broke copper ore belt. Oh, I must have run out of copper. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we don't need these engines here. This is a terrible spot for electric engines. If we remove, oh gosh, auto teleport always throws me off. You'll go to bed when you finish the yellow science build. Yeah, that's been me with Warptorio. Just like I need to finish one more thing and then one more hour. I haven't accomplished my goal for the day. Yeah, the game has, if you ever worry about time, you can enable a clock in the game. That isn't going to make it easier to stop playing, though. It's just going to make you more aware that you're supposed to stop playing, even though you continue to ignore it. Okay, we have lube again, it looks like. Yes. Okay, we can finally upgrade all of these. Oh yeah, yeah. You could not submit to a speedrun. Definitely, if you do speedruns, make sure to keep it off or use a separate instance, so that way you never get them confused. Like I sped run, I sped run on a separate instance of Factorio, so that way I would never make mistakes like that, which is very nice. Oh, hold on, someone's calling me. I'll be right back. Hello, hello. Sorry, I was asking about the shopping list, so it took me a bit longer than I expected. Okay, what did I miss? One of the reasons you took up speedrunning, you'll be done. You'll do it and then it'll be done. Yeah, until you get obsessed with like resetting forever, but or if you get stuck re-rolling for ages. But yeah, it is nice that there's a very set end goal that makes it easy to just stop, especially if you get a PB. Then it's really easy to stop. Hello, Ridzuka. Welcome, welcome. Gosh, 12 hours of 100%. That sounds rough. I mean, just 6 hours of 100% sounds like a long stream. 12 hours of that sounds, I couldn't do it. But I can't really do long streams in general. Like 3.5 hours since I made a limit. So I'm hoping to finish up our goal here of upgrading, setting yellow science back up. And maybe we can do a small purple science expansion, but we can't do much more than that today. Yeah, I don't know where I want to produce sulfur. It's pretty easy to produce, so we might just like do a few assembly machines like in the middle. Because it's pretty easy to like set a bunch of them next to each other. I was hoping for a little bit more space up here, but honestly this will work. See, where could I set it? Here, and then we can like not belt weave, but pipe weave. There's probably a name for that. Honestly, wait, hold up. We have speed modules. I should use them, huh? Yeah, we can just do this. And then we only need the one. Because we can make it 2 times faster, or you could put prods in it and make it less expensive. Yeah, we have lots of options here. We can also do a small buffer, which I think would be good, which we can now send to blue science, which we still need to... Blue science should definitely be in a different spot than this. But we might as well restart it while we're here, considering it's fairly easy to set up. If we can somehow get red chips. We don't really have a great way to continue red chips on. So for now, we will do this. Which almost worked. Not quite. Oh, that definitely did not work. There we go. That works. We're going to keep the side lid here because this is where I want to attach red chips, but actually it doesn't matter because this isn't the permanent location. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we have blue science again. And then now we can send this over. We'll just send it around. Oh, that's not a good sign. I like how we separated it out just to like loop it back and put it back on the same belt it came from. Okay, let's leave the planet. I clicked that button before I double checked if we had oil. I don't think we did, so we should be good. But yeah, I definitely should not have just left. Okay, and then iron. Where's a good spot for iron? We need batteries, and we need acid to be produced here as well. So realistically, we should have the acid on this side probably. Can I move this down? I just need to move this roboport. That's actually just a bad spot for the roboport. There we go. This whole section gets a lot easier to work with now. Because I want the water to be the one that's shared. There we go. Batteries don't need water, right? Yeah. Okay, so this should work. I think this is probably good enough. Then maybe we'll do a prod 2 and a speed 2 because these are actually kind of expensive. You know what? We should do a prod in both of them because these are still... Actually, prods aren't that useful. I keep forgetting. Prods are only the difference between 150 and like 160, which is not that large. Although these are probably more input limited than anything. Can I move this up a tile? Or maybe I should have iron on this belt. Because then we can have batteries across. Which might work. Yeah, that'll work. So we can put batteries and iron on this belt. The only problem is this needs to go up a tile. Okay, we can make that work. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's a good spot for batteries, sulfur, and then we can probably take this and move it like more towards the corner. But this looks like a good starting point. Still not sure how I want to get iron. So this iron comes from smelters down here, which means that's probably not a great way to do it. We could belt weave iron back through the middle, or we could do an assembling machine here. Belt weaving is going to be more compact, I think. Wait, can we belt weave here? I think we can do one belt back, right? Yeah, we can do like a yellow belt back the other direction. We did leave space for that intentionally. It's weird to set up, but it's possible. I think. Pretty sure it's possible. Okay, it is, but we have to do this. Okay, cool. And in that process that we did break this though, so this no longer works. Which is unfortunate. I don't see a great way to fix that. Oh wait. Oh wait, we have iron going all the way through? Or is this broken? I can't tell if this is intentional or if I accidentally sideloaded iron at some point. It's probably fine. We don't need this iron buffer. Did I just pick up the iron and put it right back? Whoops. I mean, I want some iron buffer, but we don't need like a large one, so I'm just trying to move this one to get it out of the way. Okay. Oh, right, we broke all of the drills. I was wondering why that wasn't working. Did I choose a bad belt to belt weave? Is that what the problem is? Would it have been easier if I did this left one? I don't think so. Actually, no, it 100% would have. Okay, never mind. We're going to keep this one normal. I don't remember how we were powering it. And this is the one that will turn around. So now we can just do a much easier splitter this way. And then loop this one. That's still not easier. It needs like one more tile for this to work. Can I change where this input is? Would that help? Maybe? So if I break the pattern, I think, yeah, there we go. Okay, that's tolerable. Yeah, okay, we got it. It took a bit, but we did get it. It was just a lot more awkward than I thought it would be. Okay, now we can copy this and then just slowly replace it. Okay, that should work. It doesn't look like I fixed it. There we go. I put that in the wrong spot. I think it's fixed now, aside from the fact that it's not hooked up to anything. Okay, perfect. Yeah, like we had... Nope. Thanks, Smart Belt. You're great. Okay. There we go. So now we can power the chips, but we can also get batteries. Okay, that's very nice. There should be enough going through. If there's not, this was all for nothing, but I'm pretty sure there'll be enough going through. And then we can split out copper here. This definitely needs to be underground, but yeah, that'll work. Definitely doesn't need to be a red belt, but we're going to do one because we have it. Just in case for some reason. We don't need the double input there. Not like it matters. This is our only assembler. Okay, and these ones I think I'll do speeds and an actual prod. Might as well. 57%. I mean, might as well. If I can save the resources, I might as well save the resources. Okay, this is probably enough. How many battery assemblers is this? This can power like 20 robot frames, right? Like I think that's enough. Yeah, that should be more than enough. None of these are working. Oh, this needs to go. This one's working. This one's not working. Because that's the buffer. Right. Now it's working. Can I? Is there any way I can power them? I think so. Yes. It doesn't matter. I can save one power pole. I'm not going to bother. But I do want this to be a little bit more compact, so I will shift this over 2 tiles. There we go. That looks a little better. And we also don't need this sulfur buffer, I don't think, but... I mean, it's nice to have. It's nice to have buffers, just in case. Because there are lots of times where you accidentally disconnect petroleum for a while, so it is nice to have some sort of buffer. Oh wait, hold up. If we have this here, we can output in the middle. Which is nice for compactness. Oh, that's good. Okay, so what do we do with these batteries? I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember the recipe. We need steel, electric engines, batteries, and circuits. Okay, so we can get circuits over here. We can split them off of this easily enough. Oh yes, we spent so much effort to remove spaghetti, and now we got it back. Perfect. Just what I wanted. Oh well, we'll fix it. Once I have like a general idea of how this corner will look, things should be easier. I think this is enough batteries. I think this is enough circuits. We need to make engines, and I think we should make engines locally here. Because they're pretty easy to do. We have access to the lube. We can even do same side in and out, I think. Because we have medium electric poles. Yeah, because they just need lube and electric engines. That'll work. Wait, they only need... What upgrade? Oh, we got the beacon upgrade. Hold up, that's really good. We can put another prod in here. Or make everything faster. Yes, I like the beacon. I like the ultra beacon. It's so great. Ooh, harvester floor size. That's really good. Platform size is also good. Or you can start towards rocket silo. Lots of good options. Okay, so this needs input, input, output. Okay, and we can just power it across. Will this work just fine? I think this will. I mean, it's weird, but don't really see any inherent problem with that, especially once I replace it with yellow assemblers. There might be a speed issue if they're yellow assemblers, but probably not. Yeah, no, never mind. There won't be speed issues. Okay, we'll give it 2 speeds and 2 prods because that makes them pretty fast. Okay, so this can power 12 RoboFrames. And 12 RoboFrames can power... How many of these? 1, 2, 1. Which means 3 to 2 because of the prod modules. Yeah, we should be good. These have a crafting speed of 1. These will have a crafting speed of 6. So yeah, actually that's pretty much perfect. We can actually do 1 less, I think. I think this is all we need for our yellow. And we don't really need any extra for these. Ooh, this is a tough call. We could output onto the same belt here, or the other option, which I think I'm leaning towards now, is to put steel on this belt, not engines. So that way we can send this directly to RoboFrames, which means this needs to go 1 tile up. An engine should come from like the top, maybe? Or we could direct feed. We could direct feed these into RoboFrames, right? No, wait, this is... 2 of these power 4 RoboFrames. So we could direct feed, but I don't think it's actually... You know, it might be more compact. In the direction... It's more compact in the direction that it matters. That's the wrong way, but that's the general idea. So I think this is more compact in the direction, in the important directions, which is important, an important consideration. Like how wide is it is sometimes more important than how tall it is, even if one of them has lower area. You know, you're trying to like fit things into a certain shape, which makes the ratios weird. Although the ratios with prods are also weird, so this is like 1 to 3, so this is more wasteful of assemblers. But would I use fewer assemblers without the prods. Probably, actually. Maybe I should just do this. And then I only need one. Okay, I think that's what I'm looking for. And then I can just get the engines from this side. Yeah, okay, I like that. That's not bad. These, hopefully we can split off because I need this steel. Yep, that is a way to get steel. A way of all time. Perfect. Oh, we actually need this to be a belt now. Okay, we somehow need to get these over here. That should be pretty easy. I don't know if we have enough engine production to support this. I hope that we've just naturally got enough engine production from all of the prods and speeds we've got over time. But that might not be the case. Because I have no idea what our bottlenecks are anywhere. Like, these seem to be limited by nothing? Like, they're running fine now, but they were idled when I looked over here. Oh, yeah, we're just producing too many. So it's hard to tell what the bottleneck is when you're when you have overproduction. This is not gonna work, is it? No, this is the wrong side of the belt. Okay, we have to do a side swap here somehow in a very compact space. No idea how that's gonna work. We could get lube from the side. Would that help? Maybe? Not really. I don't think that really did anything. We might be able to move this, though. Put the engines in a different spot. As long as this is a red belt, this works? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Still have not solved the steel being on the wrong side problem. There isn't a great way to do a side swap here. We do have one tile to work with. That might help. Oh, but now these side loads. That didn't actually solve anything, did it? Can I get the... Is there any way for me to pass engines through here? There is. Okay, I think I see it. I think I see it. If we move this one tile to the left, I think things get a lot simpler. So we can either... I'm thinking we just, like, cap it here and then it works. Yeah, I like that. Kind of. It's okay. It's weird, but I think it works. And now steel, we don't have to, like, cross past the engine belt. And then I think we only needed 2. No, we wanted 3. And then we'll put prods in it because we can. I think this is enough. These each have a crafting speed of 1.87. And it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So this is pretty close. Ooh, that upgrade to prod 3 actually... I don't think it was worth it. We lost a lot of... assembling machines slowed down a lot. At least the ones without speed mods in them slowed down a lot. Although realistically, having a prod mod in here and putting a speed mod in each machine, like a speed 1, is way cheaper to do. So that's probably not like... It's probably not a bad thing. Oh, we could have belt woven here. That would have fixed the engine problem. Oh well, it's too late now. Okay, I think this will work now. Assuming this ratio is correct. No, it is not. Wait, is it? The prods really throw things off. 60% productivity bonus, crafting speed of 2.8. So yeah, this is almost like 1-to-3. Assuming it can get enough circuits, which it's not getting any. Oh, this is the wrong input type. Yeah, that would do it. There we go. That looks a lot better. Worst case scenario, we put a speed 3 in here. Perfect. Okay, so we have robot frames producing. Hopefully enough. It's outputting the wrong belt. Cool. We made so many mistakes there. Now we have to output this. It needs to get onto this belt somehow. I feel like that's the easier problem to solve. Yeah, that's not too bad. Although this is looking a lot messier than I wanted it to. Can't really do much about it now. Oh, that cleaned it up a lot. Okay, I think these are all on the right side of the belt, so we are good. Well, hopefully the right and the left side of the belt. But we finally got robot frames again. We can also, I believe, put electric turrets here or laser turrets here, like just directly, very easily. Yeah, everything's on the belt, so that's perfect. Let's limit it to like 2 stacks, not like we're using a ton of them. It's slightly prioritized over science, but not. It's not completely prioritized, but it's balanced with science on the last one. That's manageable. Okay, what else do we need here? Plastics. If we wanted artillery, we do need explosives. Like a lot of explosives. Right. So explosive cannon shells, which is more explosives. So 16 explosives and a radar. We could do this. That sounds really expensive, but we could put this in our outposts, and that will allow us to hopefully place our outposts wherever we want, and it will automatically clear the nearby bases, but I'm not super confident about that. And it might need range upgrades before it's actually useful. I guess one thing, uh, anyone who's used artillery before, does it auto aim only at bases or does it auto aim at the biters? Because if it auto aims just at the bases, then I think the plan will work great. If it auto aims at the biters, it's just going to waste all of the ammo. But I imagine it targets the near. I imagine it starts by targeting the nearest bases. We do not have nearly enough battery production. We ran out of sulfur. Oh, we cut the belt. That would do it. Wait, is this ratio right? Yes. It auto aims only at the bases. Okay, that's cool. I think we can make that work then. Because I think that would be a really fun thing to have in the outposts. Bases and worms. Okay, I could live with it. Wasting some shots on worms. That's not too bad. Actually, I never checked the battery ratio. I'm just assuming they're enough, but it's hard to say. Oh, it's not enough because the turrets are up. That's fine. It never shoots biters and spitters. Good, good, good. Okay. So yeah, we can definitely put those in our outposts. I think that would be really great. Okay, these are something we can move to save some resources, I guess, somehow. Hmm. I was hoping I could like manually feed them somewhere, but there isn't a good spot for that. I could move them here. Unless you manually target. Yeah, just gonna go outside and manually target every single biter I see. It's a great plan. I like it. But yeah, good to know. Thank you. That's another thing. Nuclear power, artillery, spidertrons. I barely utilize any of those. Wow. Wait, why didn't this work? Oh, it was an output. Okay. Yeah, I really need to use those now. I don't play late game very often, but like all of those seemed really fun, but you get those after you have tons of yellow science production. Usually that's when I call it, so I never get to play around with them. Okay, these are looking pretty good. I think we are actually plastic limited, but it could be because we dropped down to a yellow belt. We might need to actually upgrade these to red belts, which is not a problem. It's just something that needs to be done. Oh yeah, because this used to be a full belt of plastic that went to a side-loaded red belt, but now it was half a belt of yellow. Okay, so yeah, we definitely have enough plastic. It was just awkwardly side-loaded. Okay, so let's straighten this belt out, so that way we can visualize things better. Perfect. Yeah, it's so much nicer and like easier to see where belts are going now. I really want to move this more in the corner if I can, but we could also put like plastic here, or sorry, we could put explosives up in this corner, probably fairly reasonably. We almost have, if we have iron, we could do the entire artillery shell in this corner. It's not very fast though, But I think it only... We need to be able to produce like one artillery shell a minute is probably all we would need for the goal that I have. Like, I wanted to clear out only very close bases. Enough to make it that any waves that are spawned go towards my main base rather than directly towards the outpost. That's basically the bottleneck that we're trying to solve. Or the problem that we're trying to solve there. Because sometimes I want to place an outpost, but there's nearby bases, and I don't want to go clear a base. So I end up just not placing an outpost at all. Okay, these have plenty of sulfur. Battery production is still too low. Okay, so it might not matter, though. We might still have plenty of robot frame production that it doesn't matter. But yeah, I guess it's like a 1-to-1 ratio with how many speed mods I have. I was hoping with prods it would be a little bit more favorable towards batteries, but I guess we don't have as much boost as I expected. We could also do 40%. It would be 40% additive, right? Yeah, if we added more speed 3s, it would be plus 40% more, which would be like 25% more batteries, which is almost enough to run this fully. Or you could just wait for the lasers to back up and not care. That's another option, which is a reasonable option, I'd say. And then let's buffer some of these in a chest so we can handcraft robots if we ever need. Let's cap like, I don't know, 10 or something. Could be good. Okay, or we never want ore on us. Actually, that's a bad idea. We actually we can disable the perps. Never mind. We'll disable the trash slots whenever we're moving buffers around. But yeah, it would be a good idea to auto trash this. I also need to start using requester chests. I don't want to use them for most of the base. Because I think that eliminates a lot of the challenge. Like, you could very easily power enough logistic bots, I think, to move everything around. And never have to worry about belts. But the problem with that is it would not be that fun. Even if it would be like just a better way to design the base, it kind of defeats half the challenge or half the enjoyment of the mod pack. Okay, how are these working? Okay, those are working great. Let's see if we can do a slightly larger purple science build real quickly, like in the corner. So I think we have enough steel, or I think we can get enough steel if we take the leftover from here, because this should have plenty. Like, it's only going into robot frames and LDS, neither of which use a lot of steel. Which means we can carry it through to the bottom and hopefully make things easier. I mean, that's the goal. You know what? We're just going to delete this. I don't care about wasting a small amount of sulfur. Okay. And then we can also use more here if we would like. And then we have all this space to work with because we can do what we did with all the other sciences, which is deleting the assemblers and replacing them with better assembly machines. Works very well. There we go. So now that turns 6 into 6 basically, but now they're half the space, almost half the space. Yeah. So what do we need? We need rail production, which needs sticks. Do we have an iron? Do we have iron production anywhere? Kind of, but not really. Where are we even? Wait, where are we even getting? Where are we making sticks? Oh, okay, that's a weird spot for that. Okay, we can move them over here for now. We're going to make a temporary, aka permanent, increase to our... We're going to make a temporary / permanent improvement here. I mean, ideally it would be temporary, but you know, it's not going to be. But I want more purple science before I really do anything else. And I know I will forget to expand it next time, so we just have to do something quick and dirty right now, so that way it actually gets done. Okay, I actually want the grenades back. They're useful for clearing bases. We have a lot of red chips in these chests, which we're not using, so We can just move those around. They're not useful anymore. Stone, we have plenty of stone, so we don't really have to worry about buffering it up here anymore. I think that was just when we were super limited and most of our stone was going towards walls. And we only had like 5 chests worth of stone. But now we have almost 100 full chests worth of stone, which is hours of reduction at the rate we consume stone. Okay, so we have sticks, which we actually want to sideload. We spent all this effort to make it a full build only to sideload it. Cool. Let's just not then. Okay, and then we can get red chips somehow. Do we need red chips over here? No, red chips don't need to be on the stick belt. How many hours do you think I'd played before I got top 10 on speedrun.com? I have absolutely no idea. I've never kept track of that stuff. I mean, most of my time spent on Factorio has been speedrunning it. Like, the vast majority of it was on speedruns. And, like, having most of your focus be on one specific thing like that just makes it that the total amount of hours played wasn't super relevant compared to just how many hours I spent on that one build. Philosophically speaking, everything is temporary. That is one way of looking at it, true. Okay, I'm thinking we'll do... I think I might do this. We can move the Roboport. Let's not build around the Roboport. That makes it simpler. We're going to do this. Yeah. We'll have... this is the wrong spot. Needs to be one tile higher. Okay, just to get something up fast. We're going to do this kind of design. It's not the most compact, but it will work, and it's easy, which is both good things. And then let's go back and unsideload all of this, because we cannot make up our mind. Okay, so sticks and red chips. Okay, I don't think it matters what side anything goes on. And then we can fit red chips there somehow. If we delete these, it probably is a lot easier to visualize where things go, so let's do that. Let's finally take our advice again. Oh, we could also probably put them on this belt, right? No, we need steel. Oh, steel needs a belt. Steel can go here. Because we don't need a full belt of steel. Okay, that'll help. Okay, that looks decent. Now let's make it a red belt. There we go. How many will this power? We might need one more. This might be enough. We can always copy it and like move it. Or hear me out. Hear me out. This way. Oh wait. Yeah, no, this is definitely better. Because now we can filter out the prods here and then sideload them. Here. We should filter them though, not just like randomly send both of them and hope it works. There we go. I like that. Now we can send this straight down. Hopefully this works. I'm not confident it will. Do wish I was more careful about the prods though. Okay, now we need stone bricks, and steel over here somehow. So steel... Okay, steel's actually pretty easy to get. Especially since we only need to power like 8, I think. So as long as this is a red belt, we should be good. If we ever need more steel, we can sideload it. But considering we're sending like a quarter belt of steel, I don't think we are going to be steel limited. Well, we'll be steel limited, but we're not going to be steel throughput limited. And then somehow we need to turn this into bricks and put it back on the same belt, which we didn't really leave space for. I have no idea how it got the iron ore. Oh, it must have grabbed it while it was rotating. Yikes. Okay. Then just delete these, so that way we don't have to worry about it anymore. Send those into the main chest would be a good idea. Okay, I have no idea how I'm routing these red chips. This is a very weird routing, but it does the job. A very messy job, but it does the job. Okay, so now if we need to copy this, which I don't think we will, but we can. We could send stone from the right. That might be easier. Yeah, I think just with the weird spacing that we have, that would actually work pretty well, because then we can just send the stone straight across. And then with belt weaving, we can send these down, which is much nicer routing. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. We'll have enough space for what we're doing. It's less than I would have liked, but it's enough. I don't know if this needs to be a red belt at all. It probably should be. But considering how few purple science assemblers we have, it probably doesn't matter that much. And then we'll keep it a red belt all the way down, and then we'll side load at the bottom. Or no, we'll side load at the bottom. Because now we can just have the inputs all fancy like, and then output on the bricks as a yellow belt, and then we'll side load here. Yeah, okay, that works. I think everything's side loaded correctly. We'll find out. Pretty sure they don't. Wait, which one's input? Input and then output. We're just gonna use fast inserters because they're not. I mean, we already have them made. We might as well make use of them. Okay, and then this is rotated the wrong way. Why isn't this working? Oh, wait, we accidentally converted all of them. Cool. That should be good now. This is a lot of prods. What do I do with these? I guess I could just output them onto this belt for now, just to clear them. Wow, we destroyed a lot of belts and picked up way too many prod mods. I do not like that. I don't think I want to do that, do I? I definitely do not want to do that. Those are going to take forever to clear out. Oh god, that was a terrible mistake. Well, it's too late now. Bots already grabbed most of it. Or did they? Maybe there wasn't as much stored in there as I thought there was. It's manageable. Rotate last in furnace and inserter row. Oh, thank you. At least it's not like an iron lane that can like break things. So that's nice. We can make this a little bit more compact, can't we? Yeah, we totally can. Because we're not using this spot in the corner. We might as well side load down here so that way we don't use this corner. Because that's where we want purple science to be produced. I have no idea what the ratio is. I'm just assuming this is probably enough for how many we're going to be building. These are very speed limited, input limited. These ones are probably output limited. So I might double up on the rails. Just because they're probably going to be more input limited. And I can't really speed mod these, but I can speed mod these. Still don't think any of it matters, but might as well. And we could use belt weaving if we wanted, but we're just getting something up and running, so we can avoid that as well. And it won't make a huge difference. Power these. Okay. And then now we can enable our personal robots again because we actually want to clear this trash now. This is so many prods. And then do we have speed? I think we should have prod 2s. I think we should actually almost have enough that we can start replacing all of the furnaces with prod 2s. Like everything that's a prod 2 or a speed 2 can now be upgraded because we're moving up in the world. Okay, let's watch these not even close. Produce not even close to full time. It'll be perfect. Especially since we also want... Ooh, that's a weird spot to do that. Let's move it here. But we also want a chest for storing furnaces, but we only need like 100. That should be fine there, right? Let's see. Yeah, we are so steel limited. We haven't connected the other steel yet, so that will help a lot. And then we can speed mod those if we have the iron for it. Oh yeah, we can just connect this directly, like really nicely. I'm not confident that steel will always be on that side though, so we're gonna force a side load. Because the last thing we want is killing science because we made an assumption. Okay, that works well. There's probably enough iron for this. Yeah, we have plenty of iron. I think this iron only ever depletes if these are running like full speed, which they usually don't. Okay, what are these limited by? Are these input limited? Kind of. They're like partially input speed limited, and it mostly has to do with the fact that they like pulse back and forth. But that's also because steel isn't backed up, so like it's a mix. It's limited by a lot of things. If we have enough iron, I might add more, which we will have to do like weird weird side swap here, but it's not too bad. There we go. That way we can get a little bit more steel production out of this small area. I think a lot of the issue is that we upgraded this. We really should not have the other prod here. This should be a speed module. Because I think we lost a lot of furnace production. Because we went from, what, 1.7? No, we went from... We went from 1.85 times 1.5. Actually, hold up. This might not be as bad as I thought. 1.85 times 1.5. 2.75, and we went to, with the prod, it went to 1.7 times 1.6. Okay, you know what? We only lost like 2% production from this. We did lose 2% furnace production, but we're saving a lot of iron. We are saving like 5% more iron or 7% more iron. That's probably a fair trade. And we might be able to upgrade these. Yeah, we don't have speed mods in those. I'm assuming they're getting enough iron. They might not be, but they're probably getting enough. So that should help too. That gives us another 60% more steel up here. We can always make more. If we want to burst out a lot of purple science real fast, we can use all this, which we probably should. It's not doing anything else. I only need to keep like half of this for personal use. Or we could just move this. Yeah, let's just put a different steel buffer somewhere. It's like maybe here? Where'd be a good place for a steel buffer? Here? Probably not here. So we're going to place it here. There we go. It's perfect. Did we ever do anything on this planet? I don't think we did. Oh, well, there's not anything on this planet. That's probably why. Also, our buffers are full enough. Yeah, we'll be good. That'll be a good, this is a good planet for next time, because we can either finish up what we're doing at the bottom or leave immediately without any risk of death. Okay, this is looking better. These still are not running that well. But once this buffer fills up, I think we'll get a decent amount of purple. Definitely not enough. This is actually a lot more purple science than I thought I was going to make. So I'm assuming realistically we'll be able to power, what, 2 or 3? I don't know why I made 6. Thought there was any chance it would work. But at least it's easy. It's easier to destroy than it is to add more later. Perfect. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so what did we do this time? We got an actually very solid amount of yellow science up and running. Never mind, it's not working. We never connected plastic, did we? No, it's missing steel. Oh, because of the buffers. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, this is a bad spot for a buffer. Let's add a prio. This will never fill now. Let's do a 50-50 prio. Okay, that should work. That's good enough. Yeah, that should be enough steel. It's not like we use a ton. Okay, so we got these upgraded. When LDS actually gets enough steel, which it normally does, we can run 5 yellow assemblers, which is great. These will never run because this needs like an entire belt of iron going into steel for this to work. Which we could do. We could do that. We can make steel here and send that up. We might do that real quick. Because that would be pretty easy to set up. We just need to delete these gear assemblers, but we don't really have enough space for those anyway. Does this work? I think this needs to be a little lower. Okay, that will work. Okay, now we have a... Does it output on the correct side? It might not output on the correct side. No, it does. Okay, perfect. This will give us a fair amount of extra steel, I think. If we rotate the belts correctly. Which we did not. Okay, that's more steel. These are connected. We have this. So I think this is still such a small amount of steel. I forgot how steel hungry purple science is. But it will work better. That's all we can hope for. It will work better. But that's a good stopping point. We have lots more of most things in this main floor, or we at least cleaned it up. I think we do have more assemblers overall, or at least they run faster because they have speeds and yellow assemblers. We have more of the high tier sciences. Next time we will fix blue science and we will actually make purple not look too terrible. So fix blue, or no, redesign blue and purple. And maybe we can even see a rocket launch next time if we can design purple fast enough, but we'll see. This steel situation is tricky. I don't really know how we're gonna fix it. If I dedicate one of these rows to steel, it might actually work pretty well, right? No. We almost have enough space here. If we had two more... Actually, no, never mind. I was gonna say if we had two more tiles to work with, we could do a double steel lane, but there's not enough space here. But thank you all for watching. I should be back again. What day of the week is it? Is it Friday? It's Fridays. Okay, so I should be back tomorrow with more Warptorio. And then Monday we'll have more of our randomizer, which will be fun. But thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.